time skippery happened.
20 years.
No, it has not been 20
Our
years.
kids are adults and we will continue this.
2 months. My masterful pitch of 2 months. Long enough that they're not still looking.
Yeah.
I mean, do we want it to be a they've been up there a while situation, or do we want it to be a they've gone missing situation?
Or they're all dead, they probably fell off the cliff.
Because if it's
I assume they're all dead.
Yeah.
I think 2 months is a good... That's my
They're not legally dead until they've been gone for like 7 years.
They don't have our legal system.
The legal system in the mountains is whoops, guess they're dead.
The first 48, then it's over.
That's
a
true.
joke that I have seen come up in several
Taken
D&D
rules, then.
campaigns is it's not a violation of the Geneva Conventions if there isn't a Geneva.
We
That
just
sounds about right.
wait. Hear me out. I can just destroy Geneva to get away from violating the Geneva Convention.
No.
Oh yeah.
You can put the red cross on everything.
Hi, Seth. I'm not playing you today. You're missing.
Rebecca, top of the pile, not touching her. She's just my
So
main
2 months.
character.
It doesn't seem too much pushback against that idea.
2 months. Also, I just want to establish firmly for everyone here, the leadership structure of this town is Virgil, who's missing, Emma, who's missing, Mero, who's missing, Sophie, or whatever the fuck her name is,
Who's having a panic attack.
And people don't like her
your
that much
soup man, and Old Man Henderson, who is now 30% of the government of this town.
Guys,
anymore.
Antonio
Structure
Clark
of
is still
everything.
around,
She's like, I
guys.
just don't feel like that would
His
happen.
entire staff has been murdered.
So, he's still rich.
What? And
Oh, yeah.
Antonio,
Yeah, and he's
He's
cursed.
there too.
I've been helping. As Findry.
Oh yeah, how has the town been reacting to like all of the rich?
We'll see
Like
that.
it's not entirely the rich guy's employees who have been dying, but a substantial percentage
It's all
of
people
his
that are at least
employees
related
seem
to
to have died.
Right? Yeah, it's everybody related in some way.
Whether that's
Well, he's the
coincidence
murderer,
or not,
obviously.
I can't confirm or
Are we holding a criminal trial for Antonio, accusing him of killing all his
Yes, we're
servants?
holding a criminal trial, and we are the judges. Let's go!
I don't have the energy for
I
this.
don't
Also, Antonio's gonna pay all of you and then leave.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna say it now. Give you the window. Missionaries have never had a better chance.
I know
to
that's
take
what
over
Mars
this
was
town.
testing me about.
Come on, Amon, you can do it. You may not get your daughter's
Take
love.
over.
but
Maybe
you-
this is how you sway your child back into your faith.
Yeah, start feeding the homeless.
Look at how weak their faith
See,
are. I
that's what
literally
thought
overthrew that.
eventually, but then...
Okay.
No, it's not. I hate it when that
2 months then? Okay, so 2 things. One, I kind of want to roll the weather with the
2
D100
consecutive
somehow.
months.
Wait.
I want to use the D100. No, the D100 for the weather. For
Oh,
some reason.
the big one.
Yeah,
Big
Obviously.
metal one? Can I roll it?
not entirely sure how I'm gonna do that though.
In no small part because
Well,
it's
if we get a
being
4 or
very
higher,
difficult to get out of the.
it's...
It's bad.
No, so if we get a 5 or higher, we gain...
on.
Both windfall and bounty. I'm okay with rolling it with this. D100.
I don't think you
It
need...
can just be like chunks of
Yeah, I mean it's. Can I see?
chunks of
Because
The top
we
I don't
have
know
it.
if
thing
We
popped
have
up,
it
but I think I've
decreased
got it
by
back
one,
in.
right?
Whoever
Or
wants to roll
increased
it,
by
I
one?
suppose.
what?
not. If I roll it, we're gonna
You're
get a
down
1.
I like how it just got
We're
set
down
down
one.
on the one though.
We're down 1. So like gain both bounty and windfall is +6 to get. 6.
No,
six
never
over?
mind. This idea was stupid.
How does weather
We're gonna
work
use the
again?
usual method for the weather and then move on.
Can I still roll it?
We're gonna do that later in the session.
You gotta be careful of the table. You can't roll on the table.
53.
53.
Almost.
Master
For what?
I don't know.
For
For shininess
amusements.
and heavy dice.
Okay, you know, I'll use that as influence for the weather roll. We're
That's
gonna
how
Oh,
hot
dear.
Virgil
Right in the
Moss
middle.
is.
We're gonna do.
No!
That's like above average. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Didn't we already roll for him?
Didn't we?
No.
For
No.
who?
Virgil
Virgil
Moss,
Moss.
53 hot?
So, anyways,
He should be hotter. He has a steam spirit.
Yeah, but he's also an old man.
There's cold steam. We agree.
let's roll for each month one weather roll.
So
Do we
2
wanna-
weather rolls?
Yeah.
So all our characters start with 6 ruin. Let's go.
Oh dear. Oh, sorry. Here.
Now I'm just gonna completely unmoor myself from the actual chart because for these rolls.
All right.
We good to roll?
Yeah,
Yeah, go
give
ahead.
us something good. That's 1 success.
A full success.
Yeah, there's 2
Maybe.
ones.
Hold on. We have disadvantage at least.
2 ones. So
We have
base.
2 up ones.
The base
And
starting
then-
point
yeah,
is
so we're-
a full success.
So yeah, we're
These
at
cancel though.
no. We
Oh,
have
That's
Oh,
an
because
8,
the
not
language.
a 3.
we're down on a lot of things. So we're at -1 more now.
So partial success?
Yeah, so you have partial success, which is suffer a misfortune.
LOL.
Just straight up misfortune.
There's no way to get 5 or higher right now, right?
No, there isn't.
So the highest we can get
Is 3.
is gain bounty.
Cass will never recover from this leg.
So suffer a misfortune, and the other one is
In between seasons of the show, can I remove an injury?
The other one's
yeah, partial success again. So another suffer.
I'm just gonna hand wave all this up for this because the longer time skip you can have stuff happen.
Yes, all characters start the game with 4 ruin. Let's go.
Suffer a misfortune 2 times.
LOL.
I don't know what you're expecting me to roll, Ellie.
I
I
was
rolled,
expecting
Things have
you
been-
to fail.
I rolled
assumed-
under 3 twice.
No, I'm not blaming you. This is what I expect from you. This is what I was hoping for.
I feel like this makes it worse though. I don't
It's
want
not
to be
my
expected
fault.
to not
I
do
didn't
my
touch the dice
best.
once. What comes is your own doing.
Oh, shove it.
How do we get increases to? Hey, a bunch of people are missing. Food's doing great right now.
Fully, there are 5 of
missing.
us. God, that does nothing on a population scale to eat food.
Yeah, and again, it's important people that are missing for all our nonsense.
But we
Listen,
do like.
people
Could we
do
do a
love this.
project? Could we do a project to like increase specific factors?
Yes, that's what
Mhm.
projects are. Oh, also, I just want you to know, without Emma, the news is fully
Oh.
gone off the wall.
Our information dissemination is fucked. But so is the rumor mill.
All news is just insane, deranged lunacy.
So
Because
suffer a
there's no
misfortune.
balance for
So
Henderson.
we add
And
one to the
Brett
pyre
just
each time.
scrambling around trying
No,
to
truly
the,
just Brett
just-
pulling it
Isn't it?
this entire
The
Or-
missionaries are all in
ass.
soapboxes yelling the news.
I
to
think a
everyone.
sizable portion of what Brett has been doing is
Do you choose-
wandering
do you choose
around
one of
just
the three?
confirming that
Ellen?
no, Henderson
What?
is
Do you choose
still
one of the
crazy.
three under
Don't
them?
I've
listen to him.
become God!
Do you choose one of the 3?
See?
and
Do not
bullets
listen
under?
to
No,
this man.
we're not choosing things this time. This time.
Okay, but we also all get a bounty, so let's resolve that one.
We don't get a bounty.
Yes, we do.
And that's a
Each character gets
passive thing,
bounty.
no matter what you roll. But this time, no. I'm just you all restore. No, you guys would be back to full health and no ruin. Like
Everyone's
all your
good?
characters, all village characters, full health,
Is that
No
including
no injuries.
Snowden characters?
No.
No, Snowden
Okay.
characters are still hurting.
What about
No injuries.
Idra? 'Cause
I
Idra
imagine
has
we'll probably
one
resolve what's going on with the snowed-in characters once we get
They're
back to
still
that.
just
Can,
Zero
can I
ruin?
get
Yeah,
rid of my
it's
battery
been enough
condition?
Alright.
Please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
get
go.
rid of injury. What?
That's not an injury.
Isn't it?
It's a condition.
Okay, get
Yeah,
rid of
the-
conditions,
Different-
not injuries then. Whatever.
Completely different thing.
Mine is a permanent one.
Oh shit. Rebecca's estranged. She's back in town now.
For all of your snowed-in characters, you do choose between removing all the ruin, increasing their HP by 1, or working on a project.
What do I do here? 'Cause I
Considering
can't
my
work on the
8
project.
ruin on Narrow, I'm
Can you say
removing that.
Yeah.
Do we have a
I-
project that's going on while they're snowed in?
No,
No.
not yet.
I'll bump
fuck.
Rebecca's
So-
health.
Yeah.
I mean,
are we?
Hmm.
The likelihood.
Raising
Well,
hope
HP only
is
goes up by
tempting,
one,
but
Right,
ruin
HP
is
only
at
goes up
So
by
I would
one.
remove.
Yeah, I would
And
remove
there's
ruin.
I feel like
decent
ruin's
odds of
always the
starting a
safest
session
bet.
and gaining more
for
ruin
the-
if we get a Discord.
Because I mean, on one hand, the snowed in should start working on like projects like ways to get down from the mountain, but at the same time,
We need to recover first.
yeah, the two of you are dead,
I'm
and
not dead.
you're
I
close
didn't even
enough.
go down.
Also, getting away from the mountain is something you can't do in a project because it's narratively interesting enough.
Well, I know, no, I'm not saying getting up the mountain, like
Yeah.
looking for
It's
a
not
way.
doing
to-
something like planting more crops.
Oh, that could be a
or
project.
something.
Yeah, a
Route.
project would be how to do it.
And then do we also
But
get a
I
project
don't
in addition
know. Well,
to recovering on our in-town characters?
What?
Do our in-town characters also get to work on the project, or do they just like recover fully?
No, that's something you guys should talk about together. Like, they recover fully, and you have time to work on a project in 2 months' time. It's going to be hampered by the
what-
snow.
Here's a. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, what is low on the town resource
I was-
and things?
everything.
I was thinking we could go for increasing medicine because it's neutral right now.
Is it harder to?
It
I
would probably
suppose
be
it would
harder
be-
to go from.
It would be
Black.
harder to get a negative to a positive than a neutral to a positive.
Yes.
And the main thing we want is more positives than negatives.
How much
Yeah.
would it be to
And things
increase
can't get more negative
things
unless
like this
I'm
on a
missing.
project?
Yeah.
Um,
As far as like the literal
there's
mechanics.
5 of you.
Yeah, we can't
So
be starving
therefore,
her.
Because I
So-
was thinking about having Sindri work on either
Did you get your
medicine
other
or
character
herbal.
finished?
Or the,
projects around now are roughly.
The missionaries could help with
Water-
medicine.
yeah,
Probably.
water
15.
is good.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to help with hope, so I was thinking Sindri
Well-
would go for hope.
That's on average. They would vary depending on like. what
Okay,
kind of project.
but say we've got 15.
There's also
um,
shelter, but I don't think we have any.
if
like, super
there's-
physically
There's
oriented
9 of our characters that can roll.
Why 9? Why not 10?
No, well, is yet to replace.
Oh,
I mean, I can just character.
that's okay. I haven't done Seth's level up either, but he doesn't matter this session.
It's word.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah. You should claim one of
would
those.
both
Or you
add
could
to
make
it.
one.
it's gonna be the husband. I think.
Oh yeah.
As far as
That's such a
as far
bad
as Nora
character.
being snowed in, I'm not sure if I
His
want to
entire
remove her
family
for
is
ruin or
alive.
add one to her HP.
We're not going to be
because-
spending much
Because
time
Idra's
with
not
characters
helpful
in
for
this
Yeah.
game, So
Yeah,
you can
time
just
time
kinda
to
chill
decide.
Because
On,
Idra's
time to
unsettling.
decide on what to do with.
So that's why I
went
feel like
HP,
medicine is
but-
the most,
I think
Yeah.
medicine is the most important.
and the one
It's
most
easier
I
to
people
think
can
I'll
help
bump
with
the
water.
HP.
Yeah.
There's
Like,
not as many
Amon can
opportunities to
help,
raise HP as there
and
are to
probably
clear
would
ruin.
if he's trying to do anything,
Mhm.
and it helps.
I think
him too.
Idra would also help.
However, we could do
And
something. like-
ironically, these two characters get
Hope.
along.
And more HP
We can
will
pop
mean
hope.
surviving.
Yeah,
or
that was the other
gonna
option.
put Sindri into that. We could always split it between.
Because hope is basically like morale.
Well, we could do the
Yeah.
And-
medicine people first, and then go into hope if medicine gets completed.
the missionaries could.
Exactly, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's
The
what-
missionaries are more likely to
Interesting.
provide.
I was
hope
thinking
than-
Because
because
it's like protecting the village.
well, because the missionaries haven't been like Amon's been so hated that I thought the missionary power play is instead to be like, look, in your time of need, look who's not here, you know, and that's not very.
that's
helpful.
not helpful for hope.
I know that's what I'm saying is that's what.
Yeah, maybe.
But
That's
there's,
true.
honestly,
but
that's
there's also
almost
the option of like
anti-hope.
winter is coming, and
Well, and
we're
also-
here to help you.
Okay, it's sort of 2 different projects.
Two
Um,
different projects.
Amon is perpetually like, but look at this other religion.
Right. What are the
Um,
projects?
found an official church of the Leviathan.
Found Levy Church.
Love you, church.
That's not how you spell Leviathan, but that's what I wrote, so I'm gonna keep it.
All right. What check is that going to be?
Just
Big
the people,
bucks
just
deception.
the
so Henderson's
handful of people in town
Right
who-
on in there.
the handful of people
I mean,
who, in
it's
town who do
probably, like,
convert start calling it the Levy
charisma.
Church, and Amon
Amon's
is very
pissed.
conflicted about it
I
because
want
on
you
one
to
hand
also
they're
know I spelled
converting.
it L-V.
On the other hand, it's like if Christian missionaries tried to convert people and they just started calling Jesus Jesus.
Yeah, I'm glad people are coming, but also do we have
Maybe
to
we
call it
don't
that?
need you. Well, founding a church is probably charisma based, right?
Yeah, any charisma.
That would
Okay.
probably be like
Oh hell yeah,
any other
Henderson's
charisma.
signing on.
Okay.
He's had enough of this zombie.
and I mean,
religion.
Imon's leader, right? So
I built Amon to be very
And
convincing, not a
these
great
rolls
liar.
would be with advantage because desperate people are susceptible to both cult and religious indoctrination.
now I pray to Jesus too.
Or just indoctrination of any kind whatsoever.
Also, Cass is like alarmingly charismatic.
see, Kendra can help you with that.
What did
Oh.
you want to?
Honestly,
Churches
like
are like
No, I
known
threw it.
havens.
Hit it.
Like
churches are known
Nice.
havens. At this point, it's like we just need to get people
Yeah.
together.
So
and
they're-
like, I don't necessarily agree with you. I don't agree with you, but I agree with the idea that there is.
well, and also like it's implied we've been here for a while, so it's not like there's
Yeah.
zero interest in the general.
I think
good of
I
the
think the
town.
other
Yeah, I
interesting
think
thing
if they
is,
were
like,
getting a wholly negative reaction, they would have left by now.
Yeah. And it's like people are like rubbing elbows with Amon in like an uncomfortable way, but he's got other people who I assume people like
And, I
more.
mean,
I
this
think another thing about Iman is that presumably based on when like I came in, Findry and Yudra returned to town
Yeah.
after Iman had already been here. So it was
Yeah.
like
Also,
I don't know how long they've been here, but like they haven't been kicked out yet. So
these people can't hate people who are terrible parents because Rebecca's lived here for 20 years, and no one really hates her.
She's useful. I was explaining Rebecca to someone, and I was like,
Yeah.
Rebecca's utility is so valuable.
right now,
As
I
a
think-
person, terrible.
I think another point that's a little bit more like sneaky on Findry's part is Findry's like, yeah, I'll help you with your church. Maybe I can like talk you into like hanging out with your kids some. And, like, you guys can become friends again.
Ulterior motives everywhere.
Ulterior
Right.
motives everywhere of making sure a child is taken care of.
Hendersonson will assist in the creation of his church.
I can deceive for Yudra. I can
With
deceive.
advantage that
I
is a
believe
critical
any
Sure,
success.
good.
I believe
good. I
any
did so
charisma
bad.
roll was the
If
call
you
on what
join
goes
the
into that. I don't think Brett or
and
Vera would
Nirvana,
be
you
very
get
interested in that.
forever fish.
Because
Never hungry again. You get
Cause-
all the fish in the ocean
I
in
promise
your
that we have
house
bad food right now.
I think
Go join the Leviathan people.
I think you mean the Leviathan.
the Levy Church. You mean the Leviathan
Stop
throne?
worshiping
Yeah, the
your
Levy
advantage.
Church.
evil zombie
Okay, fine.
heathens.
Partial success.
I got 3 4s. I have 3.
Damn, that's rough.
what stats that in?
Any
Antisocial.
charisma, sway, command.
Question.
Probably sway.
I'm a
You
youth
said it was any
counselor.
charisma.
Yeah,
That's-
I'm kind of tempted to just bump that up as a
I mean,
gift from
it's
your god.
literally the fact that you're literally a missionary. This is kind of your whole
Oh,
thing.
yes, that's the whole point.
Oh
Yeah, so you get an
Oh yeah,
influence.
yes, yes.
Hi, I'm a youth
lots
counselor.
Of,
Can I have
lots
advantage
of-
on this?
And influencing the youth is how a relationship started.
Yeah, exactly.
I just
So
normally succeed this check and was given
Succeed?
advantage, so I just have a critical success on my deception check.
So
Am I lying
I
to the
don't think
past?
Vera-
Yes. Do
I
care
already
to know?
Vera,
baseline.
I've
count.
established
Count the full number of
Vera
successes.
is very
Count the full number
like-
of
You can't be
successes.
So that's
you add all
religious
Youth
together.
to the
counselor
local
advantage,
religion, so
and
she
then-
would probably
No,
not be
amongst everyone.
involved
Okay.
in the throne stuff. And Brett is more worried because most of his friends are up on this mountain, and he's stuck
That's
corralling Hendersonson.
Oh,
Yeah.
8.
So anyone else? We were 8 on the Leviathan.
I'll do
Any
one for
other
each.
characters?
Trying and
She has
failing to
disadvantage.
corral Hendersonson.
Which cancels out.
Which cancels out.
So I think
I'll deceive
my
people in
two
the
will work
church.
on the
That's what I'm
improving by just doing general things, helping out
You
around
just like
town.
fully hears
Brett
what
is making
Anderson's
so
doing,
much
and is
soup.
like, yeah, all the fish.
I think Alois would end up more along the lines of the kind of things that
No.
He's just not helping.
Yudra,
Rip.
Get out
yes,
of here, ghost!
fish.
Everyone's like, wait, maybe I don't like fish.
No, it's fine. I got
Eight.
you 0.
Wait,
I got
9
0.
of your characters.
You heard of
contributed.
fish? Imagine
Leviathan's
a really,
run.
really big fish.
Okay, no, think about it.
A fish.
Everyone in this mountain only has like, because there's a lake somewhere not too far away. They have freshwater fish, which is the best, like lake freshwater fish from high altitude.
I guess Cass is gonna go for it.
But then,
In like some of the caves,
You're
there
just
might be
like-
like some of those
Success,
tiny
so
little
yeah,
underwater
no,
cave
but it'd
fish.
be like get fish
Fire
in
is
the
not
river
gonna
up
help.
the mountain, that's up the mountain. That's not going to be
That's
good by the time he
valid.
gets up.
Ocean fish.
I'd
Yeah.
have her if she could, but
Alright.
Ocean fish.
These people have never seen the ocean.
Yeah, this is exactly my point.
you're like, oh,
Seeing the ocean
You
is
just run,
we are standing
like,
on top
right
of a
next to
mountain,
the
and
ocean.
we can tell how far walking that would be. We don't want
Iman's
to walk
like,
that
yes,
far.
ocean fish.
Ocean fish. Ocean fish.
No one else
We can
wants
see
to
that
do it.
thing
I
at
swear
the edge of
it's
the
hilarious
horizon.
that it's like
There's the
unbreakable
ocean.
bond.
Are any of your characters going to contribute?
I think Brett and Vera are going to try and work on the improving hope
Please,
project.
churchmen.
And
Yeah, that's the church.
That's
I thought they
No.
were two separate ones.
They're
You can do
separate.
something. If you like, give me concrete information about what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, if you
I
feel
mean,
like they would not help with the church,
well, our
then-
job is keeping the town from falling apart.
Yeah, I think like
Aya can also contribute to something if you guys need something else, because she's not gonna help with the church.
Can't do anything. I
Yeah,
just use her for money.
I think Brett has largely been scrambling around trying
Oh,
to
I
keep things running, making sure
literally
people
realized
have
I
the
could do
things
shelter.
they need, and
Nidra.
has been making
I could have
so
worked
much
on
soup.
shelter. You just like
And has
crafting
probably
things.
Enlisted some assistance from
I
just
various
anyone
various
who will
people
help.
who will help.
Yeah, that's
So
true, but it's more helpful than you trying to deceive people into a church when you're just bad at deception.
Not really, because that's still a chance you could succeed.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess so.
There's no chance the structure will be built.
so yeah,
You
basically
try.
You
Hello.
could at most get
I
like
have a possum with me.
5, and that's not what we need.
What are you gonna do?
Brett is trying to essentially organize
15. approximately.
all the like words are scrambling
No,
in my
it's okay.
brain.
Just organize all of the remaining villagers so that we actually do have like food and resources for the rest of as long as we can.
Ten.
Try not to lose even
I don't
more
remember.
people.
I don't know.
And just
We'll get to that.
Set up like a buddy system.
yeah, buddy system and like a lookout for anyone returning or showing up new to town.
Okay, I think Antonio would be helping you. Because he knows that if the Church of the Leviathan Throne gets set up here, they're gonna demand donations from him, as they do in everywhere else.
He's not too keen on the idea of a tithe cutting into his profit margin.
Yep.
Tax the
Hendersonson
rich.
has not had
Iman gets
money.
weirdly like leftist.
It's just like,
I mean, the
yeah, that's
Leviathan
alright.
Throne used to be a mercenary war band.
I'm sad that I rolled that for Ydra. Like, I could have made some like lanterns and stuff to light up the village and help with help stuff.
Alright,
You probably
yeah,
can
we
still
got
do that
we
as
got
an
10
action.
points.
Probably
Probably
gets
gets somewhat out of.
And because
Yeah,
it's
probably.
Brett, part of his
Um,
efforts probably include
so,
what amounts to a
I'll
soup
say-
kitchen.
That, are you willing to convert one of the Leviathan Throne's members' houses into the beginnings of a church? Like they've started to expand it and
You can
I
always.
think I'd never want to make people already on my side against me, but if the person was willing, then yes.
Counterpoint. Hey, Mon, you can come stay with me. You can make your.
I would convert my own house.
Yes,
Vindri
Amon,
in the background
come
just
stay
like,
with
yeah.
me. Move into the house of who is the person who is sheltering your
I
daughter.
know. The plans all coming together.
Okay, I'll say, your character and their neighbor are both willing to knock down their connecting wall and form their like house into a proper church and like shove themselves away in a back room effectively.
Hey, they can also come stay with me if you'd like. Maybe I can talk them into like talking to you about your kid. Like get them on my side. Politics. Really one of the only things I'm good at.
With that connection, like, would that do anything for you?
I mean, what does that contribute?
Would that contribute like 1 success or 2 or
What?
Or 5. You haven't given us the number we're trying to beat.
That's because I'm determining what you're actually trying
We're
to
at
achieve.
10.
Are you trying to Are you trying to achieve the setting of a house from like an actual new structure of the town? Or are you converting an old structure?
Oh yeah,
or...
is that I think like I think converting what we have is better.
That'd be
Yeah.
way easier.
Yeah, that's easier. We're just trying to.
And
convert
it's also
people
like
in
not
mass.
requiring
less
people to
resource
like put in
expenditure.
labor and stuff. It's just like here is our new thing that we
Yeah,
like.
we're trying to just convert as many people as possible to the church.
It doesn't take up extra resources
Yeah.
that we
Yeah.
don't have.
It's not like me being like, now help me build this thing. It's just like, oh, I converted my house into.
And I'm saying,
Shows his commitment to the cause.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you guys cleared out a wall. You created a pretty largish open space. You found a really nice rug somewhere.
just took it from Emma's house.
She's
She's
I
not
don't
here.
know
She
where
doesn't
it came
need
from.
it.
I don't
And
know where
you
it
guys
came
set up an impromptu altar, upon which a lot of you laid your personal mementos towards the life of the throne, because they're so far away from the sea or water. And I think you got to a small congregation, about like 1 to 2 dozen people, depending on the day.
That's pretty good. For daily mass, damn.
It's
Slowing
kind of winter.
down.
It's winter time. No one has anything to do right now.
I'm just saying,
May
to
as
help us
well
build more
go
houses.
be with God.
And each other. Huddle together.
But you were gonna be like, and each other. Wink, wink, wink.
You heard it right. The Leviathan is a sex cult.
Oh no, don't start those rumors.
Oh no, Henderson was absolutely yes.
Absolutely.
Come
Not
on,
yet.
join the Leviathan.
You helped build this church. What the fuck?
Come on, join in. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Are you good, Shire?
I'm
Like
alright.
the look of discomfort.
I'm alright.
Absolutely.
What are
Absolutely
you
his
rolling
play.
for?
I'm trying to
Months from
figure out
now.
what would
Henderson's
be an appropriate skill for
Not
the
right now.
whole,
He's trying
like-
to build your own church.
Do you think that's also charisma? Like sway?
maybe.
Would hope.
Or maybe command.
Inflicting hope.
Yeah, it's like
Not in like a harsh way, but in like a we need
No,
to
it's
do
command.
yeah,
Be happy.
No,
Yeah,
like,
inflicting hope.
when people feel like they have a strong leader.
Yeah.
yeah. I think Brett's approach is basically trying to like be show the presence of a competent authority figure.
Oh,
essentially.
he's ex-military, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he knows how to do that.
Yeah, retired soldier is his role, and he's probably making at least a couple uses of his war story inventory item for like
This is nothing compared to the. we
basically
went through it.
trying to show like, oh, there are
We've
all
got
sorts of
this,
things people can
gang.
get to when they band together and have conviction in their
Okay,
cause and
I'll give
stuff
you
like
2
that.
total instances of advantage. One from the desperate situation everyone's in, and the second from your background and
Alright.
item inventory.
Alright, rolling command. Brett has 3 total dots in command, so full success and 2 advantages makes that, I think, a
Super success.
Super success. What's the word?
Who knows?
So
Oh,
totals
yeah,
out to
That's
4 successes.
powerful, awesome success.
Oh,
Epic super. Amazing.
okay.
4 successes. Yay. For hope. Hope stuff. Again, hopeful.
So, I'll give you 6 people who are like a core retinue who have taken up the role of like enforcers to make sure like theft
We have a
isn't thing.
police force.
We just
Police force? Should I put police force down?
Is that a boon or a punishment?
I think that
Yeah.
It's a boon,
like
but
a
Cass will get arrested.
like a founding like a militia
that
of
sounds
sorts.
fun.
Okay,
No,
neither of
she
these
can
efforts are
actually
complete
throw the
that you
fuck
guys have been
down.
working on, but overall you guys have gone to positive hope.
Yay!
But
What
there-
should I put down for this?
Organization.
Organizing a militia or something.
Rally
Not a
authority.
militia.
Rally under
Other
authority.
projects at some point.
Well,
Rally.
we can erase.
Can I?
I'm not great at thinking.
We
of
finished
words.
Oh,
research.
yeah, we can erase this one.
Yeah, we did the research.
The mammoth is still ongoing.
We're gonna have to get to it later. Nora can't find it, and it's cold as fuck. Hendersonson would go, but everyone else would freeze to death, and that's not very helpful.
Rally authority is.
We're foreign.
What should I put as the progress for these? This is 4.
I got 4 successes total for that one.
I'll
I don't
round it
know
up
if
to
that's
5 because
5?
it's a big success.
It's a super
Is
success.
anybody else helping with Rally Authority?
I might as well.
Can
I
you?
don't have.
With
I
who?
only have.
Oh, your
yeah,
kid
but I was
character?
gonna say I might as well try.
Oh yeah, your
Always
kid just being
contribute.
spiteful against your.
Yeah, because she's not gonna help
Father?
with the church.
Oh, absolutely, she's not.
And actually, now that I think about it, with Rally Authority, I was thinking among the retinue of people who are the acting in the forces, there would be some
3,
youth
2.
who are just trying to find strong and find their place.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
That doesn't help, but I got 1 success, so
Oh, it
partial.
doesn't help.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
for
don't
which
have
one?
enough, but
Command.
Do we have advantage on Rally Hope or no?
I don't have anything for that.
Because desperate times.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2. So that's
And then-
7.
You have a partial off of advantage, so.
Yeah.
Cool.
3 more, so we're 8.
And that's
Should
out of
have-
how much for that one? We got 8 on Rally Authority, 10 on Love Church.
Church.
Levy.
Love
How much
Church.
for each of them to be successful?
Levels of.
I think I'll stick it to 15 for both. That feels right.
Okay. How much is Find Mammoth?
That one's in.
And I think, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna rule this here now. They're mutually exclusive. Whichever one succeeds first counters the other's progress.
I want to Rally Authority.
But when I found the mammoth,
Too late. Too late.
over the last 2 months,
You just found the mammoth.
What about the?
No one believes you, but
How
you
much
did.
should the mammoth be?
How much progress do you already have in the mammoth?
2. We got distracted by the fucking zombies.
The plot?
The plot got in the way of my.
You can't make progress on it right now, but like, let's put that at 10.
Wow.
Alright, sounds good. I'll get to that eventually after. That's a season 2 activity. That's our beach episode for season 2. Time to take a break from the plot and go dig up a fucking mammoth. While we're all being edgy and we all hate each other because it's season 2.
Okay.
Oh,
And the
my.
writers were bad for season 2, so now we're all just.
Sometimes the
edgy
writers
together.
get really good for season.
I feel like
2.
season 2 is usually the best season.
Yeah.
Glee
Yeah.
season 2 slaps.
And then season 3 is where it goes to hell.
I was expecting.
I really loved Firefly season 2. My favorite season of Firefly.
Shut up. Can I steal chips, Ellie?
How do I throw these without making a mess?
You don't.
You can. Great.
We passed them along the line? Okay.
None of them spelled.
Yeah.
Well, we learned you can't cast.
I can't catch. I was in soccer, okay?
Yeah,
Not
same.
like football.
Still, disadvantaged all finesse checks from now on.
How dare? That's
For
me
you,
personally, not the characters.
You right now roll finesse for yourself.
No, that already happened.
Honestly, I rolled all right.
Yeah.
I got a 1. And a 2. And 2 10s.
And would Vera be trying to help out with the Valley Authority stuff, or would she be
I mean, 2 of her
curious and
friends
adventure
did.
seeking and
2 of her friends did.
But also, if she's not like organized, period, then maybe
Yeah.
she's not helping.
Another thing.
yeah, like
I'm not-
on one hand, like she like just religiously is not for the Leviathan throne because I've established that she is very religious for the local religion.
Another possible point, and like you don't have to take this into account, obviously. We have 1 second. Aya is already like, I'm doing Rally Authority, and Yidris ended up doing the
Church
Leviathan
thing. Yeah.
the church thing. So depending on like how you're inclined to either of those characters.
So, I think the thing I'm debating with for Vera is, on one hand, practically, she would probably try to help with the Rally Authority, but she would not be great at it and probably wouldn't be super invested in it because, like, just organization and such is just not how
You
she
can
generally
just- you can just
vibes.
be one of those
So
do it
I'm
with your
thinking
friends. Your friends will
Vera
all do
would
it.
probably be tossing like a navigate or detect at the find mammoth.
It's
Hey,
not
Because
available
that's
right
just
now.
who she is as a person.
It is available right now. I'm just
It's
too
not
busy.
available.
Oh,
Ellen
is it
said
not?
that it wasn't
Oh,
available.
the find mammoth isn't available?
Is it
Okay.
available?
Are you in the who? You can't leave the.
Nora is the
No.
one in the cabin. Vera is.
She's just a little kid.
Oh, Vera trying to find a mammoth.
Vera is the curious, thrill-seeking one, and she thinks a mammoth in a block of ice sounds interesting.
Only if you have no parental figure that'll stop you from going out of town with Henderson.
That's
alone.
too bad. You have like good parents.
Yeah.
You did establish that.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
also-
You
think
have
she
good
would
parents, and also
probably
Henderson is founding a
she would
church.
probably try and assist with the rally authority.
No,
then
he's really
she
not.
is not good at
He's just
command,
immediately
so-
jamming everything to
Hmm.
Rumormill that the church is good and
And some of the details.
Are,
at
are
someone's
there any
ear, and they're
skills
like,
other than command that might be relevant for the
His
rally
one's infinite
authority?
fish,
Because I don't think that's the
and
approach.
chief
She
spiritual
might be
rebel.
like running around
Sway
helping
works
with like
too.
small tasks for Sway.
What happened?
Oh, just trying to think of what skill to roll
Oh,
for
Sway
Vera for
also
the.
works, and that's
It,
great.
or shows a force.
Oh, so
works
you
too.
would've
Oh, if we could have used Sway, then
Because I rolled one.
it would have gotten an extra one.
For Amon?
For I.
Let me just do a quick roll for
So-
Vera for
I
Sway.
thought you have a 9.
I thought we could only use command for that.
Would be
Partial,
an add an extra one as well.
partial
Okay, so
success
cool.
from Vera, so 1
Ooh.
from Vera and.
Plus, if
Listen,
you guys
I
also
was
have advantage,
rooting for the
remember,
church a
all
little
this.
bit. Yeah. I
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that in addition to advantage or no?
With advantage, that would be 2 from Vera.
So
Then.
it's
How
in-
much did you add?
one.
So I think
Plus
3
one
more than
more
you previously had. Total.
So you're up to 12.
So yeah.
I'm gonna help with that. That's fine. I didn't know this was an option before I rolled for Udra. Otherwise, Udra would have been like, hell yeah, Riley.
You got eyes. You guys can also use your downtime projects to decrease the progress of the other person's product, and you have
Oh,
your
boy.
it's easier to decrease someone else's progress than to increase your own.
Oh, you don't know what you just started.
Oh, dear.
PvP in real life. You mean your
Yeah,
dad
social
social
situations.
No, this is fully you all trying to form a police force, and Cass is fully an anarchist.
Can Cass be an anarchist that loves church?
She's not pro-church, but she's very
Cass done anything
anti.
yet?
Yeah, she helped the church. Not really well,
Yeah,
not
the-
really
the
hard.
intent
She's
is
Yeah, if there's
not
a lookout, Cass
forming a
that's just gonna
police
get
force
caught.
so much as forming
she
like
was just there for
a group of
grandpa.
people whose job is to like assist
He doesn't
people
know
with the
you're
problems that they're
grandpa.
having.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
it's
sure.
just-
You do that too. It's just that like
It's dementia, you know.
every now and then social problems crop up, and you guys are the ones who are looked to solve them.
Yeah, and the
sometimes.
kid's gonna be against
But
it.
when
I
social
think it's
problems
funny that Udra and Cass were like, hell yeah, church.
no, when social problems pop up, they like people look to one of these two groups that are like becoming established, and they're both not quite
And the rich
established.
guy goes, LOL.
Well, I'm rich. Crimes don't apply to me.
Because actually, once
Normally
either of
murdered by
you,
Mabel and
like you guys have it well, between both of you working together, there's hope right now.
Mhm.
But when someone succeeds, I think that's going to be
Go
traded out
down.
for either faith or peace.
Mm.
Or I don't know, I'm not sure peace is the opposite. Anyways, I'm gonna have
Something
Something else.
Order.
Or maybe we could keep the hope
Like
and also
order.
gain faith or peace.
Yeah, no, actually, no, that's actually no. Yes.
So our project doesn't just have no benefit for increasing ever again.
No. Yes, that's what I was thinking at first. I think most both.
I think order might be good for police force.
It's not quite a police force. That wasn't the intention. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
the,
Well, yeah,
the
but it also,
intent
like,
is to
Solves problems for
Fucking
people, but
coppers.
doesn't like stop.
Well, it's more of a practical force. It's not like.
yeah, it's the people
It's
are
the people who
have,
prevent Cash from doing crimes squad.
Cass specifically.
I mean, she is probably 80% of the crime.
Everybody else is too tired.
a sizable percentage of the things people need help with that they
Murders.
get
People coming back to
that
life.
they try and get
Cass.
these people to weigh in on is please tell Cass to give me back my things.
Please
Oh my God,
don't
you just
pass.
get-
I would like my booze back.
You just get really
She
caught
needs
up
to
in
stop
like
stealing it
paperwork
for
about-
Yashna. Yashna is getting to be an alcoholic.
just Brett hearing reports from just around the town of the hijinks everyone is getting into, and he's just stirring his pot of soup going, my friends are up on that mountain, but I am stuck here.
Oh no, they're dead.
No, I doubt that.
You and your best friend Henderson Simpson.
They may be trapped, but you're the one in hell.
I wish I'd gone with them.
Honestly, you should have sent Brett. That man can throw down.
Just when they get back,
I mean, but
Brett's
the
reaction is going to be, I am very glad you're back.
Like,
Yeah.
Next time, you are the one watching Henderson.
That is fair.
No, send him with you. He'll die.
You can't leave Emma to watch Henderson.
There's a reason I said Marrow and not Emma.
Yeah.
I don't have any old people, so this
You know what?
responsibility.
Okay, before I tell you the bad stuff that's actually happened so far, I do want you to roll detect.
Detect?
To see how good you've been doing at watching Henderson.
That's so funny.
Oh,
Well, Brett's detect
With
has...
disadvantage.
Can it be an opposed
So-
roll?
Oh yeah, sure, this is important. Whatever that means.
Yeah, opposed, so
And
we
instead
just
of
like...
skull, can this be lying?
I've been here the whole time.
I'm
Well,
not trying
Brett-
to hide. I'm
Brett
trying to
has-
gaslight you into thinking I've been here.
Yeah,
the
sure.
whole
You can
time.
use deceive. That's fine.
Brett has no points in
I mean,
detect beyond the base
No
one.
disadvantage.
No disadvantage?
I have 4
So-
in deceive.
No successes.
Partial successes.
What do you mean partial?
That's a 4.
Oh.
I'm very good at lying.
Brett is trying and failing to corral
Well, you have other
Henderson.
priorities.
Yeah.
Henderson's like just Henderson. What is he doing? Yelling on the street corners about the fish that are coming?
the fish are coming! The fish are coming!
They're so good. They're
We are on a mountain. If a
wet
fish
and
gets up
slimy
here,
and they taste
it's
good.
in a wagon.
You don't need a chew a fish at all. It just slides
This
right
crazy
down.
trio. Have you seen this trio? We have Amon with Deidre, and they're hanging out with Henderson.
You guys can't say you guys don't have zeal. Like, with that much, there must be something in these bodies.
I am tempted to add a headache to Brett's
They're
list of
just off in the corner,
injuries.
just like, this is a nightmare. Let's go for it.
I control the news.
You're the only news source.
You do control the news. Journalism's dead and we killed it.
Okay,
What would this town's equivalent of
If I add 2 months,
For the love of God be? Because like
Well, I think Seth's.
For the love of the Leviathan, come on, we know this.
No.
One of them's gonna be like,
For the love of the lady, shut up!
like heavy clothes.
So
something about Grandfather Sap, maybe?
Margaret Good and Tim Good.
Who the fuck are these people?
They're the people who
They got the goats.
Oh, the goat people. No, the sheep
goats.
people.
No,
The goats were
yeah,
killed.
the
The sheep were alive.
sheep.
Yes.
That's right.
So
Oh
anyways,
god, if we'd killed the goats, there'd be like 20 sheep, and we'd also have to fight up the mountain. God.
so anyways, one of their children died.
Oh no.
Was it an important one or a little one?
It was a relatively young child. They just died to a really nasty cough.
Wow.
Relatable.
Like someone we know.
Relatable, I feel for that child. Should have invented cough drops.
Pneumonia or something of the sort. One of their other kids has it. The rest they've been mostly keeping away. Though every now and then while walking around town, you'll hear someone coughing or another.
Oh no.
This is not good.
That cold will go through me like a fucking breeze. I'll die. I have the immune system of a wet towel. I'm familiar with the concept of an immune system.
Arguably, the dry towel has the same immune system.
You know what?
as
I
a
feel
wet
like
towel.
Yes, he does have the immune system of a wet towel. As an inanimate object, he's immune to it.
I mean, a wet towel, just by virtue of being dunked in water recently, probably has higher odds of having microorganisms on it.
I made it
Yep.
easy for all of them, but it's
Oh,
true.
and other news.
Yeah,
Arthur
also-
Turner, the blacksmith in the town. You saw him session 1 briefly.
Mhm.
He has caught the cough, and has been having an intense fever with it, which causes him to have night terror sleepwalks. So every now and then in the town will be woken up as he goes yelling through the streets.
How much do I add for back?
And he's not a quiet dude. Though his yelling is often broken up by harsh, throat-tearing coughing.
How much do I add?
That's
for
how you can
minor
tell
roll
Tim
really
yelling
quick?
in the streets at night, not Henderson.
What?
How much do I add for a minor roll? For getting
Um,
minor roll, how many points?
Jesus, I always.
I can. We can. I'll figure
I
it out.
believe
Keep
it's
going.
5 points for a minor roll.
Yeah. Background is 5.
6
Minor is
is-
6. Major is 7.
Yeah.
8 is main.
Can do that.
Oh yeah,
Yep, that's right. 8's main.
8
Yep.
is main, 7 major, minor.
That's up narwhal.
Yeah,
What's
6.
the like
And
dot limit?
background is 5.
What's the like dot limit version?
What are you at?
I was just curious.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Thank you. What?
The max score you can have is based on your.
Because I made all of my.
So you can't have a
maxes
higher
3
than
for
a.
some reason.
So for example, Rebecca is a major character, so she can have a 4 to staff. Or technically, she can have up to a 5. She just doesn't.
Sorry for the detour.
I think does Cass have 5 and something? No.
I need to sharpen this pencil.
I have a bunch of other dull pencils you can borrow.
Maybe
Start
those
chewing.
eye levels at home. Here, I
a
have this
knife.
pencil.
Thank you.
A mechanical pencil.
I can use a mechanical pencil. I have a pencil sharpener at home, so I think I'll hold off on trying a knife. I
Have you
appreciate the
considered
offer, but
chewing it?
Ew.
I have a friend who does that.
I don't want to chew on a pencil
Why did I
like
bring
that.
you that? You chew on it, like, and including on the lead. Like, just you keep on chewing on the pencil. You don't stop when it's kind of sharp, and then you use your spit as ink.
It's like cool though.
No.
And not very efficient.
Horrifically inefficient. But at that point, you're just like,
Spitting on paper and spit
Yeah.
dries clear.
you're essentially just crushing up the lead, hoping you don't ingest too much of it.
It is
And-
charcoal. You can fully eat charcoal.
It's not charcoal.
Hmm?
It's not charcoal.
It's
Lead?
graphite.
It's
graphite,
graphite, which
yeah.
is the same thing, more or less. It's also like what 80% of your body is. So
Carbon.
I mean, there's a lot
Carbon.
of different forms of carbon. A lot of it can kill you.
yeah, but most of it is diamonds, and diamonds are fire.
Bacteria are carbon-based.
Okay, there we go. I finished
So is
that.
diamonds.
Thank you.
There's a lot that is carbon based.
Everything, all life,
Dinosaur bones.
except the life that isn't. But we don't talk about that one.
I think like
Ooh.
it's
Exciting.
theoretically possible that
Inventory is,
silicon-based life
suitable
could
clothing.
exist somewhere in the
Yep.
universe someday, but
Connection
is much less
Call
likely
on
than
it.
carbon, just because
I'm gonna send in my twin.
the commonality of the element.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I think.
After one process.
Okay, so I've used one of the bad things. Well, one and a bit of the bad things to introduce the sickness to the town, which is more of a. Oh, I'm gonna use my notebook for that. Actually, it's right there. I need a trash bag.
That is not yours.
I'm
That's
changing it to
mine.
advice.
It's way too.
Why did I check my bag?
If you stole it.
I don't
Did I
know.
not put my notebook in my bag?
I don't know what you
That
did.
would pass. That checks out.
I have a weapon,
Yeah, I can.
animal call,
don't break your
suitable
ankle.
clothing, and advice. Is it good advice? Questionable. But it is something I
It is
have.
advice.
You know what? I'm just gonna.
Aya has very fun things that did quickly not end up relevant.
A what?
Yeah, you kind of got disowned immediately.
All right.
And it was my own choice.
Um.
I just thought it'd be fun.
Anything else that's going on that's fun? Oh. Yeah, the stranger coming to village town.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
We gotta line them up for season 2.
Oh right.
Hmm?
Yeah, that was mentioned.
A new character. Who are they?
Could be anyone.
New player has entered.
Aww.
Oh god, I can make the.
Can they go detect? Can everybody make a
Challenger
detect to see who
unlocked.
finds them first?
Your hand has touched
No,
the
I
beacon.
think you guys should just choose which one character
I don't even know where
that
that's
each of
from.
you has to be close by when they show up.
Mom.
Child,
Cass.
because I don't have anyone else functional at the moment.
Okay. Have you chosen a character?
For
Who's close by when this stranger shows up?
I think it might be Vera, because Brett is probably a very busy guy lately.
It's all of the kids, the youth counselor, and the mercenary.
Missionary.
Very different
Well,
job.
with my religion, it's kind of.
Oh, he's not a murderer.
That doesn't
Are
say
you
you
sure?
were.
He gets paid for it.
Yeah, and murderers aren't paid.
You say it enough times.
Assassins.
Okay. So amongst all those characters you just chosen, let's have you can choose to roll into it or detect.
My intuit is wonderful. I'm gonna use that.
They are the same for Vera, so.
I got
Same
partial
success.
success.
I have one more into it than I have.
Reaction.
Do I have any advantages
Nothing
for
from
reading people
Vera.
because I'm a youth
Absolute
counselor?
nothing
Is
for
it just
me.
lying?
Too.
Lowest number was a 5.
Is this just fine?
Lowest
And-
number
Although I guess
was
it
a
depends on
6,
if they're
8,
young.
10, 10.
If they are a youth, mayhaps.
Yeah, are they a youth? Can I youth counselor them?
No, they're not very young.
That's fine. I still got a full success.
They're 6
I only got partial.
years
Fight me,
old.
I'm smart.
Okay,
I can find them.
Who rolled the highest?
I got a full success.
And that was in what?
Into it.
Into it. Okay, so I get to be wacky with my description.
Everyone loves
That's like
that.
literally the only distinction between the detect and into it. How wacky the GM is to be with the description.
to be fair, I would succeed on either of them.
Yeah, detect is the more direct physical observation, and intuit is more like vibes
Yeah, I went
and
with
feeling based.
I went with Intuit because it's like higher for Fendry, but like
And
either of them have successes in that. I rolled 2 2s.
it's like difference between like what D&D would call perception and insight, I suppose.
Yeah, Intuit is me inciting them.
Okay, so the kids are gathered outside around a small fire pit, I imagine. That was set up, as... Well, imagine there are certain things that can only be, cooked outside or processed outside.
Well, yeah, because you want the smoke to not be caught in the chimney and stuff.
Oh, how about you guys are, like, rendering down extra fats from meat? You guys would just like kind of put there to watch it. Like this usually wouldn't be your job, but the guy who usually does this is dead.
Has the cough, died of the cough.
No,
No,
Mara
he's-
Wax Sutton. You guys
Oh.
killed him.
Oh, that's right. We didn't fully kill him.
You re-killed him. He was
He
already
got
dead.
decapitated.
He's probably fine.
We don't know anything.
None of us know anything about him.
Well, anyways, he's
Oh, that man was decapitated, probably.
What?
You're not here. Go away.
Henderson can be anywhere.
Yeah.
no, that's Ken. He said that.
Yeah, he was walking
Just off
by.
in the distance.
Just off in the Elder's Hall, I beg your pardon.
the fact that you were like, I'm gonna put Vera out here, thereby leaving Brett with Henderson.
No. He opens the window, screams out of the top of his lungs, closes the window, gets back to what he was doing.
You chose to leave this character with this person.
Yeah, that's...
It's to attempt to contain some of the shit show, at least.
If he's
somehow.
bothering me, he's not causing problems elsewhere.
You say as he opens the window and yells.
He can multitask, apparently.
We all believe it. He's old. He's learned. God damn it.
He could at least
Multitask at its finest.
at least the worst of his direct thing is concentrated around him, and if he is around you, then it's just can be counterpointed at short order if necessary.
Brett has a headache.
That is
New
fair.
person?
Yes. So, while you're doing this, and then this is your creepy child, right now, right?
No, I'm
Youth
Findry.
counselor. Oh.
I'm youth counselor.
Oh, you're watching the kids. Okay.
Yeah, I'm watching the kids and conversing with this person founding the church.
So it's the youth counselor and I believe the 3 kids who do not like the
I was
Leviathan
sent to
church.
watch
Kids
them,
like-
and then like Imam came up and we started
No,
also like.
The younger
talking
generation
about
is not
stuff, I think.
receptive.
No, they aren't.
I came out to watch the
you-
kids.
Cass hates
Yeah.
the police more.
Okay, you notice that the winter fowl, just birds, are quiet.
My brother warned me about this.
It's like not a big change, not like they're shrieking like the springtime, but going from their ever passive presence to silence. Well, it's something. And then you start to hear a quiet hum. It's at the very top of your hearing range. It is accompanied by the weird sensation that you get as you ascend the mountain quickly. In your ears, as if the air has changed. It goes in and out and stops and starts, and you get the sense of every now and then there is a celestial phenomena. If you were there when we discussed how the sky actually works in this world, I'll rehash it a bit. The world is hollow, a hollow sphere, and you are on the inside of the sphere. At the center of the sphere is the heavens. As I mentioned previously, this entire, the world you live in, the world of dust, the realm of dust, is the overlapping point of all of the various realms in which the spirits live in. They are all in partial half-made realms, and the realm you live in is, the central one. And then, so the sky to you, the center of this inverted sphere, is the core nexus where all the forces can play out. Whereas where you are in the sphere, closer to the edge, you can still draw concrete distinctions between different forces in the world. There is a line between fire and cold. There is a line between joy and silence. That is not the case in the heavens. The heavens themselves are more of a mirror, an infinitely dense, energetic expression of those realms which are closest to you, and it mirrors those various cycles of those outer realms. There is a phenomenon where the sun seems to take on a lifeless glow, imbued mostly by a bluish, dead light. Bright though it is, it seems to sap color out of the environment. This only occurs generally in the dead middle of winter, during intense storms, and after those storms, or in the middle of summer amidst a drought. To us modern viewers, we would recognize it more as a fluorescent light bulb on the fritz. Well, you get that sense. And then,
Spooky.
it dulls. And everyone, pretty much at the same time, hears the crunch, crunch, crunch of boots on snow.
Kaz's head will snap towards the point.
Is that a new person?
Let's
I think that's a new person.
hold off until we know what's going on.
A new person.
I know it's a new person, but something very strange just happened. We don't know if they caused it.
What
Okay,
happened?
that was
I
the
didn't notice
sun
something.
fluctuating. If they caused that, we've got bigger.
No, the sun didn't fluctuate. I'm just like
Yeah, it feels like the thing that happens when the sun
when I
Okay.
when I do Intuit, I often point towards a memory your character has that you're all of a sudden drawn to.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
this
like how
person
you
wasn't like boom, the fucking seasons change. Or
When
like,
Christopher
hold
Columbus
on,
said-
we might have to fight this guy. No. Okay.
No, it was Findry being like, I know this feeling. This is bad. This is not an ideal feeling.
Meanwhile,
Or
none
just,
of
like,
the children
huge.
succeeded the Intuit check, and they're just
Yeah.
like, but why, adult authority figure?
Imon gets a chill, but he's like, it's just the wind.
Crosses himself.
Once they kind of
Jesus
come into
protect
view,
me.
I think Findry's gonna like step forward first before
Would the Leviathan throne equivalent of like crossing yourself be like making like
That's
a
why I was
biting
like some
gesture
kind of like
on-
some kind of like
or something?
monstrous. Like, I don't know. Oh, just
Just like-
just Pac-Man it.
3 fingers staggered
Yeah, exactly.
across your neck.
Hmm?
Like distinctly staggered though. I think I mean like gesture something like this. Oh, this seems like vaguely holy. You know, just like one of those hand gestures that are a bit weird.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the cross the neck is to symbolize how the spirit and the mind are superior and separate from the body.
Oh, okay. See how it is.
What? But it has also led to many people spreading rumors about your religion being suicidal. Or constantly threatening others, which they are.
Yeah.
It's
To be fair, they're correct.
it's
but-
quite similar to
I shall free thee from the flesh.
it's a blessing.
on one
I
end,
promise.
it's a somewhat genuine, like, well-wishing blessing. From an outside perspective who doesn't know what that means in
Yeah,
the religious
combine that with
context,
may your waters be still, which is canonically a blessing too. It's like, may your waters be
going-
still and your spirit be rendered from your body.
this is a death cult. They're a fucking death cult.
Yeah.
And they don't care
No, we
about
already
their own
took that one
deaths.
out. Don't forget, we already took out the death cult.
There could be more than one death cult.
They'll put that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
death cult to beat the other death cult.
I
Come on.
think Findry's gonna
It's like you don't even know
like
how death cults
kind
work.
of make sure that they're the first one talking to this person, kind of being like, I'm gonna try and like check them out before the kids interact with them to make sure that this person is you
What
know,
the hell does this
not
person look like?
Yeah, I was about to get to
evil.
there. We just kind of like had a few distractions.
Yep.
welcome
Sorry.
to ADHD.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's Rebecca can go here for a moment.
Well, you never really seen a person like this. They're kind of, well, I mean, short. They're short.
Findry hasn't seen a short person before.
Well,
She's
They're
getting
short,
she's
but-
getting to the description.
they're short, but like unlike the tendency for like most people who are shorter to be like stockier, this person has the liveness of someone who is too tall for their body.
So they're a really tall dwarf.
Short person.
No, they're just skinny and like their head. It seems like they're short, but they seem like shrunken down. Unlike a human who's like they're like if a human's
So
short,
like they're
their head's
short
the same
but
size, not
short
less.
but
Yeah.
have the proportion
person-
of someone
yeah, this-
proportions of someone who's tall.
Yeah, they're short. Like
It's like they're
4
tall
foot
for.
5.
It's like being tall for a group that is supposed to be short.
yeah, or something like that.
And this person doesn't register as a kid to Findry.
No, for various reasons.
Okay.
The full beard.
Well, one is, as I said, their proportions are of an adult.
Mhm.
And two, well, I mean, they don't register as an adult or a kid. You first register their boots. Their boots are a dark, dark green and are sort of like leathered scale pattern, as if from a reptile. They go tall, like all the way up to their knees, which isn't too up there, but it's a significant height.
If it was any taller, it'd mess with how they walk.
They have slim form-fitting, like slightly billy pants, like beyond the boots, they're kind of like shorts, kind of poof out a bit. That seem to be made of some fine silken material.
How
And
form-fitting.
they are completely. I contradict myself because I made change my mind.
Thank God, no one wants form-fitting pants.
What are you talking about?
I don't need to see the shape of anything.
I like leggings.
Leggings are very comfortable.
And they're not wearing a shirt.
Wow.
I mean, this
yeah,
weather?
Immediately,
Okay,
it's like
First off,
it's like,
most important thing: do they act like they're not wearing a shirt?
No. They have a walking stick, with some bell-like metal bronze structure on the top.
Oh God, it's a gnome.
And they do have like a sort of like more. It's more of like a. Oh no, it's technically a cloak because it has a hood, but it's a short cloak.
so no shirt but cloak.
Yeah, no shirt but cloak, but the cloak doesn't like go all the way down their back. It stops halfway down their back.
I mean, yeah, I think before they could see them, it was the like, let me check this out first, and then it was like registered that somebody wasn't wearing a shirt, and it was immediately like, oh my goodness, it is snowing.
Though,
It's like, what are
actually,
you doing?
you wouldn't register that they didn't have a shirt for a few moments because they're absolutely covered in geometric tattoos. Tattoos that continue onto the cloak, making it somewhat hard to distinguish where one starts and where the other continues. And the base color of well, you can't quite tell if it's the base color of their skin, though it continues to their face, though it could be artificially placed there because of that tattoos, but their skin seems to be kind of like a pale pinkish red.
Yeah, they're not wearing a shirt. Of course it is.
No, like more vivid pink than like, and more uniform than would make sense for that. The tattoos somewhat remind you of like celestial diagrams for like constellations, but they seem to be kind of off for that. They seem too uniform, too many right angles, too many like predictable curves.
And Findry's never seen anything like this before.
You traveled a bit more.
Yeah.
I feel like
Let's
you
have you
two
roll
could
recall.
probably roll because
Yeah, let's have the adults here roll recall.
I have a 2 on me. On 6. Recall. What my greatest skill? Full success.
No, nothing.
Like me yelling?
Oh
the
wait,
mountain-
you went to the place.
Did I? Which place? The place that this is from?
No,
place?
it's closer to where this is from.
Yeah, I mean,
The Republic, right?
I did get a full
I'll
success.
go Google the
Yeah.
names of work. Y'all keep looking. I'm gonna go find the names of work.
One of the kids kicks me as I'm trying to
Okay.
focus.
So remember, there was two nations that were kind of against each other. This person has some of the regalia not too uncommon in the neighboring nation, not the one you spent time in, but the one close by.
And this is like, is this like formal, like I am an important person regalia? Or is this like, I'm just from there?
You got a full success, right?
Yeah, I did.
This is someone who was intentionally made to be a vessel of one of the Sorcerer King's power.
Oh, okay.
You're not, because you're not too familiar with the other nation, you don't know exactly what role they had, but you know that this isn't too uncommon, but it's also not super common. But you also know that, like, in that nation, calling them all Sorcerer Kings is somewhat inaccurate. Majority of them are sorcerers, because I think the distinction was the nation you visited was more democratic, very anti-spirit,
Mhm.
but somewhat utilitarian, egalitarian.
Yeah. 'Cause that's why
Um,
Fendry broke her contract.
Yeah. The neighboring nation very much was focused around a smaller group of sorcerers who centralized power, have a longer heritage. Though not all those people in the other group were sorcerers, some of them were contracted, but operated within similar bounds as the sorcerers they were called.
Okay.
Do you find the names, Matthew?
Second Republic of the Gildred.
Oh, Second Republic of the Gildred?
Yeah. I think one of the ones.
Oh,
you chose.
the one. So this guy's from the Democratic Republic of the Gildred.
Democratic republics. They don't have elections, and it is a communist country.
You got it in one.
Yeah.
Every democratic republic is neither democratic nor a republic. Sorry, every country with the name Democratic Republic is not a democratic republic.
Fendry's still gonna after realizing that they don't have a shirt, it's just immediately like, Vera, please go get a blanket. Hi, are you all right?
I think Vera. Sorry.
I'm fine.
I think Vera has, in this instance, curiosity has outweighed her willingness to obey instructions, and she just launches into a tirade of questions of, what are your tattoos of? What do they mean? What gives them that red color? Does that bell on your staff ring? What does it sound like if you ring it?
It's actually
your
no.
boots made
That's
out
not
of?
what the. That's so.
That was just my guess at what the description
It
sounded.
actually more looks like the. You know, those glass bells on power lines.
Not at all. None of us have
Sorry.
built power
Bells on power.
There are glass bells
Your
on power
construction
lines?
background versus my lack
No,
of knowledge.
that's not a construction background thing. It's more of actually an antique thing.
Oh, interesting.
They don't usually use this for but I think it might be resistors. But,
Yeah, our power lines fall down every year. We don't have.
That's so real.
I mean, that isn't wrong.
Truly, we lose power every winter. It happens like clockwork.
Oh, what are those things?
Old
Yeah,
timey
it's
light
like-
bulbs.
Oh, interesting.
I've got one of those actually.
Little light bulb thing. And it's a bell?
well, I said it's
isn't
bell
really-
shaped.
Bell.
Mm.
Okay.
It's more of this dome-ish thing. I've got
Yeah.
a ceramic one that we picked up from the river or creek by Mass.
What kind of thing are your
What
boots made out of?
Keep
What,
the child as a voice.
aren't you cold without a shirt? Oh, what's your name?
Elise, can you go get a blanket? This person doesn't have a
Which
shirt
is,
on.
I think, a tirade of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions rapid fire at this person.
Aren't you cold?
No, I'm not cold. This one is Havashan Antalak. I'm here to secure lodging for the time being.
Oh, I have space at my house if you'd like to stay there.
Yes, let the strange man you've never met before sleep in the house that has all the children.
It's only got two of them.
Decision.
I mean, despite them being shirtless, you still can't quite tell man or woman. It's definitely one of those subspecies things of someone who's descended from someone who is deep into a contract.
We
That's
also
sexist. Women can be child rapists too.
we also have a
I didn't-
Pokemon.
That's
That is the implication for letting a strange man you've never met before into
I mean, it
your
used to be a
with multiple
house.
children.
Oh, yeah.
It's not them.
We also have lodging at a local church that we have. That's Vera, stop it.
I would prefer to pay for official lodging,
pay
if
for-
possible.
Is there official lodging?
Do we
in
have
this
a
town?
hotel?
No, we don't have official lodging. That's
there
not a thing here.
Is no official lodging, but if
There's a rich guy.
we're not
He
putting
has a big house. He might be able to rent, rent a room
more
or
space
something.
than ever.
If you're looking
No,
for work,
Victor doesn't say that.
You
I think the elders have been lonely lately.
Stop it!
They really haven't.
I'm
Maybe
certain
I
you-
should introduce myself to your mayor
That's Brett.
Hello, that's
No, that's Brett.
or local magistrate or
That's-
head priest.
That's probably.
The head priest.
Would you like
is
to
a
meet
good spell.
Sophia?
I would like to meet the head authority.
That's probably Brett. All right, let's go see Brett.
That's Brett.
That's Brett.
That's Brett. Yeah.
Hello, it's me, Brett.
That's not Brett. That's not Brett. Just take
That's
them
not
to-
Brett.
Take them to go see Brett.
Vacuums haven't been invented, but Amon is so clearly the power vacuum.
Are you hungry at all? Is there anything that? I mean, it's a long hike up the mountain.
They look up at the clouds, squint at them a bit.
Drink a cloud out of the sky, and that.
I think I shall be fine.
Do you want some heated animal fat? Gestures at the fire.
Mira, no.
I mean, yeah. It's not done yet.
True.
This is Iman.
How much?
Oh.
Of the
Heated
fat?
animal fat?
I mean,
Four.
it is. Oh.
Oh. Well, do I know what
Do
we were going to
do
use
we-
this for?
Do we exchange money for things here?
Not really.
We do have some.
especially the kids. The kids don't
Yeah.
want to know the worth of money at all.
Yeah.
I'm an adult. What were
How
we
mu-
going
how
to
much
use
of
this
what?
for?
Cass
imagine-
absolutely does every purchase in her house.
So you guys probably were using soap, candles.
Yeah, I figured candles.
Sometimes for like balms and salves.
All right. Do we have like extra of this?
And there's some foods like soups you can like enhance pretty easily.
Is this like something we absolutely need? Like
You guys
we're
are kind of
gonna
low on
have-
food right now.
Yeah, but we don't need like soap or anything. We can.
But as I mentioned,
Be
this could
dirty
used to
for a
enhance
couple
soups
months.
and such.
Mhm.
Enhance, like, make it healthier, or enhance, like, make it taste not like shit? Because
Both.
well, we don't care
It
about.
is flavoring
It's
and
fat.
nutrients.
It's
Fact.
pure fat.
Yeah,
Fat
that's
has
true.
everything your body needs.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, this still needs to be melted down, but I'm sure I can find somebody else to watch it. We might have some that's already done, but Brett would know best. Brett is the one who is best at making soups in town, and that's mostly what we use it for. Brett's at the
Understood.
Elder Hall, right this way, and then I
Yes,
can
we'll
go
take you
track
our
down
tour
Sophie.
leader, Brett, the man who's best at making soup.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's our system
So-
of government.
And then-
Wait, are you just letting them decide that
Well,
that's the leader figure?
Brett is the leader figure. The only other people are Henderson, the guy who's fully out of town.
I
That's
don't
the thing
know.
that I don't think I'm gonna be like, I'm in charge.
You back
But
the
I-
religion.
Sophia
As,
was
like,
pitched
all of
at
the children
first,
would just
but
want
But I
to
did
deny.
mention that the like.
I mean,
head
first off,
priest hasn't.
these
been
are
in town
teenagers.
for-
It's not like they have any say.
Mhm.
It's not like, no, you're
And like
lying.
I
Shut the fuck up,
actively
kid.
dislike
Vera
Sophia.
is
I
just
think more than I
curious
actively
about
And I mean,
the,
Cass doesn't
about
care.
the interesting odd things that are going on with this person. She just wants to know what's going on.
Another aspect, at least from Findry's perspective, as somebody who backed the church, is that this person is religious. So, being like, this is Iman, the person who's founding a church we're working on, is less effective than being like, this is Brett. This is the leader of the town with no religious leanings. So we can get a better like idea of what they're here for before being like, here's somebody religious. Would you like to talk to them?
Okay, fair enough.
So
Civic authority over religious.
yes,
Yes.
it's,
Well,
it's
the-
civic
knowing where
authority.
this guy's coming from,
Yeah, Findry knows where they're from.
Democratic
so it's
republics don't have a good history of being accommodating to religions.
Yeah. Well,
And
you
on
seem
top
to
of that,
know
they-
and recognize
they
this
were,
person, so I
like
don't think
looking
Amon's
for some
involved
sort of
different
civic
a little
authority to
bit,
begin
you know?
with,
Yeah.
which is why they were like asking for the
As
mayor
someone,
or
as someone I like
Magistrate.
truly
yeah,
Sure.
that-
He did mention
which in
religious
this
leader
context,
as the third
right now
option.
Brett
I'm
is
a
acting
zealot, I'm not
as like the
stupid.
head of the town.
I think like
I'm a menace.
I think like
He
on
is
on
an
the way
elder
to the
doing
Elder's
his
Hall, it's like
best.
it's very far away from the Democratic Republic of the Guildred. I'm surprised we managed to acquire travel here.
Oh, you recognize my status.
Yes, I've journeyed around the world some myself. but this was
Commendable.
Thank
I wouldn't expect that out here.
What's the Democrat?
Democratic Republic of the Gildred.
Yeah, that thing.
The Democratic Republic of the Gildred. Unless you'd like to explain it for yourself.
I would. It's my duty.
Go ahead.
We are a well, that's the name implies we're a whole country, much like this here Leviathan from Empire. Though we are not a subsidiary of a larger empire, like this one is.
Throwing shade at the Leviathan throne.
Woo!
He said this year. This is.
Your entire country only exists because elves like you.
We have a strong sorry, I forgot the word in real life.
What are you trying to describe?
Aversion. Hatred.
Like bond with spirits?
Central authority.
Communism?
No, stop it.
We have a strong communist government.
It pulls out like modern words suddenly.
Oh, a meritocratic. There we go.
That's
Does Vera know what a metrocratic is?
I don't know. If
I
know
have
what that
no
one
idea
is
what that
in
is.
Real life.
no.
Because my immediate instinct is that Findry knows what it is. It is like, I'll explain that.
We have a strong meritocratic culture.
Oh, merit.
Meritocratic.
Yeah.
Notion of
Large
political power.
outputs in brass and steel.
Is
And we are the leaders in certain fields of spiritual sciences.
it's a society where, Findry will just say it in character. Meritocratic societies are ones where it believe that the people of the highest skill level and talent should be the ones in charge of specific things, rather than people who have been born into power or have acquired a bunch of wealth.
Oh, so kind of the basic system we have here anyway.
The system we have here, when
No,
we're
the system
discounting
we
the
have
person
here
that's
is old people are in charge, which is
Because
decidedly
There's
not.
a word for when elders are in charge.
Yeah,
there is one.
It's not a merit-based society. Old man Henderson shouldn't be in charge.
Rebecca
He's
should
old.
be.
Yeah, it's respect on the basis of you
Filial?
lived this long.
He's the
You
best
probably
at
know
living
what to
in
do.
this town.
We have experienced. We have people who have had more life experience leading, rather than people who are more talented or skilled at specifically leading and things like that, who might be younger by comparison.
Truly, we only have like one young person in charge of this town, and she gets constant panic attacks.
Well,
Yeah.
and she's
Yeah,
like
I know
judged
why.
for the fact that she's not.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
you could call it a filial society.
Filial.
Yeah, we're just old people.
I mean, you know, that one capital S.
Hey, we gotta respect the drip.
the trademark.
Like a capital letter.
Oh yeah, the one dude
The
that
person
we
who
keep ignoring.
uses
his
wealth and money
existence.
to secure his position of power.
Suddenly explains socioeconomic systems to Vera.
Socioeconomic systems, Vera. I can teach you more if you'd like. I am a youth counselor.
Already distracted.
I don't know.
Look at that tree.
Like, Vera is mostly just like curious about like this person covered in weird, interesting tattoos
cool,
who
interesting
talks in a
tattoos.
slightly funny way.
I do like people who talk in slightly funny ways.
The
Best way to make a memorable NPC. A slightly funny voice.
Democratic Republic of the Gildred also has very strong bonds with the spirits that they.
Don't they fucking hate spirits, or am I just off my shit?
No, the one that Ydra visited hated. Not Ydra. The one
The
that Ydra
second-
came from, that Findry
The
visited
second
hated
Republic
spirits.
of the Gildred.
Yeah,
hates
the Second
spirits.
Republic of the Gildred hates spirits.
The Democratic Republic is still looks down on their use to a certain degree, but at the same time, getting results is the
Yeah.
main thing.
Yeah, they.
And as long they have a more narrow band of what spirits called contracts are acceptable, but they also are the head. They're probably one of the best countries in the world at intentionally enforcing contracts.
My understanding, at least, of the Democratic Republic of the Gildred is that the contracts they forge are very powerful, and can be used most effectively to achieve the means and requirements of the country. In terms of both political power and being able to produce goods for trade and interact with other nations.
Is this the place?
Yes, this is the Elders' Hall. Brett is in here, along with our old man Henderson.
All right. How
He's
well
very
can you
old.
convince them that you're Brett?
You look for Brett, he'll be the one making soup.
Hearing that, I body slam Brett.
Just they just walk into Henderson trying to shove Brett away from his soup cauldron and
No, he's also standing at the soup stirring it, but it's with his walking stick.
No! It's so unsanitary. Just the Henderson to get out of the soup. That is so unsanitary. You're going to spoil the entire
Get out
batch.
of here, Henderson! It's me, Brett!
Are you high?
This one is Brett.
No! Of course! We're on a mountain! The real Brett would know that!
I was going to give you disadvantage. But that's hilarious.
Okay, if it goes too far, Virgil will just be like that one.
No, you've done that.
Yeah.
I'm still like initial impression.
Can I roll
Initial
sway to see if I
impression.
give advantage of this?
Yeah, okay.
Out of my soup.
You're all
Initial
sway,
impression,
you're all-
only a partial success in lying to me about being Brett.
Baffled incredulity.
So maybe they get the vibe that that is Brett.
What skill do I even roll?
Sway!
Sway?
Partial success.
Sway. Oh, that's actually a partial. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong character sheet. Yes, partial success. A 1 is still a partial success.
Yes,
Brett
alright,
has
the
less
three of
points
us
than Bear.
all partially succeeded.
Well, 2 are against 1.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Is this an assassination attempt?
No, that's the
it
old man
might-
Henderson.
It might be if he doesn't get that
No,
stick out of my soup.
It might be called
So
an
this is my
assassination
father
attempt if he keeps trying to ruin the soup.
I saw ice in the
Joink.
front of the notification, so that's usually it.
Just
So
Ice, ICE in case you
yoinks the walking stick out of the soup and starts looking for like a
Oh, did you? Are you picking up the walking stick?
out of
It's
the
fucking heavy as hell. It's not made of wood. It's
Old soldier.
fully petrified wood all the way down. Also, if he's not holding the walking stick, Henderson is fully falling on the ground. Oh no!
okay.
a chair.
Helps Henderson
Yeah, just
stand
helping him
up
up there.
again and
Two adults just helping to
how
a
do
man.
you carry this thing around all day? This is actually
I
quite
don't
heavy.
carry it. It's a walking stick. It carries me.
Did not realize that you were walking around with something that heavy then.
Did not realize you were the most fucking dope old man.
We say that, but he
Apologies
does have
for-
no points in any physical stat.
I immediately forgot this character's name.
Oh,
Oh,
I am bad at remembering.
Havashan?
I'm
I did
terribly
not
sorry.
recognize.
Havashan Antalak is, I
Okay.
guess.
I can spell it out for you.
Oh, awesome.
And this thing has dashes in it.
Oh,
See, that's why I just wrote it how it sounded.
HAVA dash HAAN
Whoa.
HAVA dash
SHAN.
HASHAN.
Havashan.
And his last name is OHNTO dash LHAKK.
LAH.
LHAKK.
Oh my god.
I'm never going to tell you. I would never do that. One of my NPCs, his name is Eric. AARICK.
I vibed out the name, and this is what it was.
You just went blue and then pronounced it.
Brett, we have a visitor. This is Havashan. I'm still gonna butcher it. I'm not gonna say it right, but Findry would say it right.
Ontolog.
Ontolog.
Like ontological.
Oh, ontological. Okay.
Greetings. Terribly sorry for glares.
Why are you glaring at me?
You tried to mess up my soup and then
I don't
pretended to
remember
be
that
me.
happening.
Why did you even do that?
I don't think that happened.
seek
I don't
lodging.
remember. I would remember doing
Ah,
something like
Yes,
that.
we have some rooms here, or we could probably arrange that. Yes.
I mean, presumably, since everyone keeps thinking since everyone keeps assuming Henderson sleeps here, but he absolutely has his own house. He probably has a room here that he has never slept in his life. Except when he passes out.
There's
after
also
a
all the rooms of
bender.
people you think probably are dead.
Yeah, Emma's room, it doesn't have a rug anymore, but...
I didn't steal the rug! I never said that!
No, I remember the church got a new rug.
I know,
Like-
but I didn't steal it.
Yeah,
I don't know
no.
where it came from.
You don't know where it came from. Cass.
Fuck, you did help build it.
That was your support.
I believe we can set you up in one of the empty rooms. Yes, that should be doable.
Literally every room except yours is empty. Everyone is dead.
We're also interested in talking to Sophia, if anybody knows where she is.
Who the
I-
hell is that?
Just was seeking the highest authority of this region.
That would be me.
No.
No.
Just immediately no.
What authority do you bear?
He's
an
a,
ice
he's an
the
ice
oldest.
prospector. He's an ice prospector.
He's looking for a mammoth.
What
We
the
live
fuck
we
is a
live
mammoth?
we
I'm
live on a
looking
mountain
for
covered in
them.
snow, and his job is to find ice.
Brett's the authority.
I'm just trying to
Out there.
keep things together.
Yep, I found a good lot of it. Built this whole mountain.
I see why you keep this one around.
He loves them.
They are amazing.
We have some of those in the courts.
Yes, they're called jesters.
Recompense for lodging, and I do have a few questions about recent events.
I might be able to answer some of those, depending on what you'd like to know.
What are you rolling for?
Vibes.
Vibes. Do I like this person?
The deception check to see if all of you think that
How
Henderson
much?
built this mountain.
Does lodging cost?
What'd you get? Do I believe him?
No.
Is this a thing that there's any
It's probably happened before. There's no way someone has not showed up and tried to pay for a house. We have a yearly festival.
He would reach into inside of his cloak has pockets.
Mhm.
So he'd reach into his pockets, pull out a small sack, open it, and he'd dump a few 3 gold spheres into his palm.
We mostly go on
That
the
is,
trade
I assume that's
system.
not a type of currency that we would recognize.
This is no currency; it is solid gold.
This is solid gold.
That was
These are
me
not
asking
pieces
him.
of paper that
Oh,
money.
yeah.
That is. I mean, how
I'm
long
merely
were you
demonstrating
planning?
my wealth.
How long were you planning to stay?
I'm just bragging. Don't worry about
Resting
it.
on you, bitches.
Are you looking for a wife?
Anderson,
No.
Not about being paused.
Not here.
Not here. Not you. Make it down the mountain and we'll talk.
Well, how long were you planning on staying?
However long until my task is complete.
Uh,
I'm willing to talk about that later.
well, the places here in the Elders Hall that are available are. We can have you lodged here if that's
Indeed.
amenable to you. I know
That
you're the one
is-
that mostly stays here.
That is doable. Yes.
I take it you do not desire payment in precious metals.
We don't use them much up here.
We mostly trade.
Hell is wrong with all of you?
Us turning down gold.
It's the two of them like, what the fuck are they doing?
This isn't my house. I guess I don't.
Okay,
It's not
clearly
we-
we don't use
If
gold,
he ever comes
but
to
we
church, I am
also
gonna want to
trade
pay.
with other people.
Yeah, not often. We have a lack of trade. Because it's
'Cause it's
winter!
Well, it's still,
We already had a lack
it's
of
still
trade.
fall, actually, technically, in your guys' calendar.
I mean, winter has come though.
Well,
Yeah.
what options would you have
Winter
that you would
is coming,
consider
now it's all over
available to use for payment? We mostly trade and barter, but I'm sure
I
we
have
can make
various
use
valuable spices. I have a small handful of pieces of artwork. And I have a few mundane trinkets.
So funny that it's like we're starving, and they're like, I have this painting by Van Gogh.
I think it was very funny that it was immediately like, I have spices, and I was like, we can use that for soup.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
Yeah, I then immediately
What
both of us, ooh,
what
soup
sort
stuff.
of soups could I make with some?
Weren't you also interested in perchance trying some of our melted down animal fat?
Our
I think you
delicious
mentioned earlier.
Oh.
tallow.
Tallow? Yeah.
Yes, that could be useful.
That seems like a very specific thing. Why that specifically?
Well, we were melting it down outside.
Ah. I suppose that could be.
The gold could be used for trade, but
Indeed, that could. I just don't know how long their task will take. I don't want to take more of something valuable from them than would be a fair exchange.
do I know what the
With-
equivalent?
If whatever
cost
they're
would be?
working on ends up taking only a couple of days,
Those gold
golds
spheres are
would-
ridiculous overpay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I would feel
more.
quite guilty taking.
Well, I think the spices would probably be the most easily rationed out one for payment. And another option is if you're going to stay here multiple days but don't know how long your task would take, if we use spices as payment, it could always be just an additional amount each day, since, again, more easily rationed out. Right? Heard that.
That was my elbow.
So that would be acceptable. I have a selection. We shall go through them.
Would you like your meals included, by the way? We can.
There's plenty of soup.
Yeah, there's plenty of soup to go around, but I know you mentioned not being hungry earlier.
I thank thee for the offer,
Do you
but
have,
I shall be fine.
do you have any dietary requirements or anything
You're
of that sort?
right out here.
I
You're
should-
getting soup.
We do not have that
Like-
food to be throwing it about willy nilly. Yujiro fully ate like 3 bowls of soup last time she was in here. Because Amon refused it, and so did Rebecca.
As I said, I shall
Yeah,
be
Rebecca
fine
doesn't really
and
eat.
shall take care of my own
Mine
sustenance.
was really salty.
Very well.
But this one can eat.
Alright. Just the spices for that.
That we can come to an agreement for what seems fair for
If you'd,
degrees of time. Yes.
if you'd like a tour of the town, I'm sure we can also. I'd be happy to, but if you'd like somebody else to give you a tour.
I might like that. Shall we start soon?
A tour of the town?
Yes.
Sure.
Uh,
I can do that if you'd like.
Thank you. I need to give the soup some extra time to boil off any contaminants from its stink.
I'll say his walking stick is probably pretty clean.
It's also thumping the bottom of it on the ground constantly, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I can give you the tour.
Excellent. Now,
Welcome to our
I
town.
noticed the weather.
Mhm.
Is this common for this domain?
No, an ice witch has passed a curse on our town and stolen my daughter and 4 other people and locked them in a cottage.
I don't.
The snows came a little early this year.
A goat ate a man's nose.
I
sense
switched does
deceit
make
from
me
neither
think
of you.
Talking
Sophia.
about.
I sense deceit from neither of you.
I mean, they're not mutually exclusive.
I'm
Interesting. An ice witch.
I'm not sure.
We've had the
what
dead
you're
coming back to
talking
life.
about, but
Oh.
Oh,
If you'd like to see the
little
cemetery, I can show you where it used to lay.
That's Sophia's responsibility.
I can.
No, most of the cemetery is still intact.
Except the
Well,
part
yeah,
where
but
Becca
I was saying I can show you where his grave was.
Oh.
Well, you said I switch, and my thought was Sophia.
Well, this is of immediate.
That is true. Most of the task force is either these 2 people or on the mountain.
Calling them a
So-
task force seems.
may I ask what you're looking into or working on? If there's anything that might be of assistance to you, I might be able to point you in the right direction.
I am looking for someone.
Oh, I need. Do you have a name?
Maybe I'll wait until you just get finished.
Do you have a particular name?
I don't think I do.
Do you have a
Any
description?
descriptions? Findry immediately, like, I'm not giving this person Nidra.
I would know if they were in town.
And they're not.
They are most certainly not. I've been trained to find one such as them.
Is this an
What about
assassination
them?
attempt?
Upon whom?
If whoever you're looking for.
Hopefully not.
I would also hope not.
Disappointing.
That might be your daughter.
Given the lack of...
She could take you. I gave her better genes than that.
Given the lack of greenery in the
I made
area,
her give her the tough ones.
I doubt my objective is anywhere nearby.
I choose to believe Rebecca does wear jeans.
They're not practical, but she does wear them.
Rebecca is probably straight, but does dress like a lumberjack lesbian.
Yes, we haven't had any greenery around since the snow started, pretty much. They got
As I
covered
can see.
up.
Oh, are we in like an evergreen location or a not evergreen location?
You're never
Oh, probably.
Oh, so
Well,
we got green fucking everywhere.
Well, we haven't had additional greenery.
I wonder if that is an intentional feature.
Of our
Or
town?
maybe I'm just early.
It
Can I
doesn't-
see these graves now?
Of course.
Alright,
This
with
way.
that, I'm gonna. If you see an opportunity to make a dick joke,
Thank you.
If there's anything that either of you need assistance with, please don't hesitate to let me know.
Let you know. Could you make sure to check on Nidra if I'm not back within a couple hours?
Of course.
Thank you. This way.
Rather steep incline.
Yeah, we are on the mountain.
Usually... no matter.
I think I leave immediately. Don't stay with Brett.
We're kind of having
You're not gonna have a
fight
stare
right
off?
now.
Well, we looked at each other, and I'm like,
Oh, so it's one
Brett,
of those
Brett is
moments.
mostly just baffled right now.
Right. Yeah. Findry is just like, I'm a youth counselor, I'm gonna be polite. Act like you're talking to a parent.
It's the I got jumped by the only person older than me in this entire
Right?
village, and he proceeded to pretend to be me and then claim he didn't do that.
Yeah.
I don't remember something like that had happened.
Yeah, I'll take them to see the graves.
I make the claw gesture at you. You think it's a threat? We leave.
Mayor Waters,
Yeah.
be still.
May your waters be the stillest they've ever
Lamont
been.
is an
And by your
asshole.
waters, I
He's
mean
not
your
as
blood.
much
I
of
want
an
your blood to
asshole.
stop.
As you think this, that
No,
you're thinking he's
No,
insulting
you
them,
do it,
like
but
he's
it's
trying
like
to
a
bless
dance crew. Then you all pull up in a line.
May your waters.
There's a routine.
Oh, it's like Christmas Carol.
May your waters be still. May your heart stop beating. May you die in a hole.
May the waters of your blood be still forever. May you never rise again.
I mean, they never rise again is actually a pretty good blessing in this town.
Yeah, there's some people who are like, wait, maybe they make sense.
We gotta stop those damn zombies. They did, to establish their country, kill a country full of zombie creators. There's got to be a little bit of anti-zombieism in their text.
Oh, there is for sure. I think that was one of the first things we talked about.
Yeah, exactly. Got to get that anti-zombie hate champion. You people are doing this because y'all worship fucking zombie gods.
These are the graves. This is where Shepherdson raised from more recently, after his body was stolen. He's up in the, probably still up, visiting a cabin further up north that we can't reach right now because of the snow.
I see. Back in town, there's a location I'd like to ask about.
Okay.
Follow, please.
Okay.
And he would go lead you to, you know what? All of you roll just like a d20 or some shit. Like, I want to see.
D20.
Yeah.
Gotta track one of those down real quick.
12.
Here's one.
Just tell me who gets the lowest.
That one!
Also 12.
Yep, I got
Not one.
Whoa!
LOL for us.
Both of you re-roll. Like, you have to.
Why?
Or are your houses near each other? Like, you just say that.
Oh, I got a 12. Sorry, I was pointing out theirs.
Oh, okay. You just got that one.
I got that one.
Oh, okay. So he
That
would
doesn't
walk
bode
like a place like 5 feet from your house.
Oh no.
Major, please don't. It's immediately the like, please don't be out of town right now. Please don't be out of town.
There is a high concentration of iron below the soil in this location. I would like permission to dig.
Alright.
Like ore or
Do you mean like blood or?
What does like
what
have a high
what does
concentration
blood have to do
of
with
What's the?
iron?
What do you think the
Okay.
mountain feels about this in regards to Cass?
Was Cass there? Have you
Yes.
been following?
Yes.
Well, I think if you came back down, these like characters who've been wandering the city can come.
Yeah.
Vera's?
So
I'll have Aya wander up. Got any?
My house is right over here. I'll grab you a shovel.
you know what? Actually,
Literally-
wait. Roll into it with advantage. Like honestly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. We got to get Cass.
You would. There's something.
The partial success you gave with advantage. Cass is built to fight and
Okay.
tackle and hide. and
Cass gets the vague feeling.
she's
that
not a
this-
mental character.
Yeah. Cass gets the vague feeling that this person is like her dagger.
Whoa.
Your dagger's a sorcerer?
No, this person's a sword.
Or connected to a greater power?
This person's killed a bear before. My bear senses are tingling.
Yeah. I mean, Findry probably has a shovel at home. Just like, here you go.
Wait, you have bear senses?
Cass wouldn't say that.
I will compensate you for
Cass
this.
has a voice. I don't do it.
Alright.
Whose house is this?
This
You
house?
actually.
Yes.
My house.
I shall compensate
Their
you
name is
doubly so.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Sulak? I think
I think Findry like
pronounced that
looked in
mostly
and
right.
wasn't there.
Oh,
They have
leave
a
me
lot of
be, please.
tattoos.
I shall get to
Alright.
work.
Immediately goes and tells Brad.
And as soon as you turn
Vera-
your back, you start hearing the sound of shovel hitting frozen ground.
Vera is just like standing a bit away from this, but like is watching because this is the most interesting thing that's happened in a few
Somebody's
days.
shoveling ground.
Somebody
It's a
from out
small
of town
town.
who
I
is
don't
very
think I've ever seen
peculiar,
someone dig a hole.
digging a hole in the middle of town.
Well,
Really not that
In
exciting.
icy dirt, it's especially boring.
It's just that who is this person? Why are they doing this?
Well,
what are they looking for?
I think eventually
Are
your
they going to
internal
find
curiosity
something?
monologue will run itself out and get bored.
I mean, okay, for one, you do notice the blows of the shovel are like more intense than you think someone this size should be able to manage.
Interesting.
Though it still is just like more chipping away at the surface of the ground. And you also notice that his movements in this are entirely regular.
Can I?
Oh, there's also the detail of he like took his walking staff thing, placed it to the side, and it just remained upright as he continued to dig.
Man does that too.
I have a question for a little bit of a strange.
It doesn't.
Okay.
I want to get the impression of how this person feels about the people they've met so far.
Like trying to gauge their reaction.
Yeah, I'm trying to gauge their reaction and like I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. Like they said that they believed us earlier when we had like perceived conflicting things that we said, but also like I'm trying to see if they. I'm trying to think of
This is gonna be a hard one because they don't, emote much. They.
Can I also roll something to determine how old I think the person is?
Oh, yeah, both of you. You can roll. Do you want to roll detect or recall?
I would say study.
Oh no, study. Yeah, no, study actually checks out. This person would not mind at all if you just sit there watching them as they did.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't speak up.
I want to figure out how they feel about
just
people.
be there.
This
You
would
may
have
get
been.
bored and wander off.
I think Vera is like
Henderson would
trying to
be
brainstorm like
Because I think I'm always back at the church.
I'm trying to think if there's anything that
No,
gives me
nothing.
advantage, but I don't think I can bend you down.
Vera is like watching this and like seeing the various mildly supernatural
Full
seeming things about the
success.
things that
Jack
this person
shit.
is doing, and it's
Might
just
be
like
good at reading
trying to
people.
brainstorm with whoever is standing next to her about like what kind of contract do you
okay,
think
so-
I have?
I'm just gonna say Henderson did not come out to study him. He just kind of like this is based on impressions he got from
The
5 minutes. Or
I mean
something.
that
It looks pretty
fallen
young.
over, yeah.
I got a full failure.
Yeah,
And
that's
He's
what I'm
pretty
saying.
young. Okay.
There's no sign. There's no
and
signs
they're
of
moving
moving
like
age.
I got
the
full success.
same way every time. Like,
Joke's
look,
on you, Ellie. I'm reading into your mystery
that shit
character.
Over.
That's
those-
fine. That's meant to be read into
They're
eventually.
doing the exact
what
same thing.
Was this question specifically?
My question was, how do they feel about people here?
Oh, unobtrusive.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just like
I
they
don't know
exist,
much
sure, and they
about
haven't
it.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe
it's
something to do
immediately-
with consistency, maybe?
Present.
Different character.
They sensed iron down next to my house, so I gave them a shovel, which I think might just shatter.
They sensed iron?
Yeah, they sensed iron under the ground and asked for a shovel, so I just gave them my shovel.
They sense my iron deficiency.
Sort of
They sense my iron
metal
deficiency.
contract.
Yeah, it seems like
Yeah,
it.
that's what's going on with Rebecca.
Well,
Actually,
I don't think they're a contractor. I don't know. It seemed interesting. They didn't seem as interested in the Shepherdson's grave as I thought they were going to be. And right now, I'm getting the impression that they kind of think that we're
Did
just
they sorry, go ahead.
generally unobtrusive, which is concerning because if you met somebody who's grateful that somebody is unobtrusive, it means that if they become obtrusive, it's going to be a problem.
Do you think we have something to worry about from this person? Or do we think they're just have foreign sensibilities that seem odd to us?
sorcerers are usually dangerous.
Yeah.
I heard maybe one or two of those words.
Sorcerers are maybe dangerous.
Do we think they're a sorcerer?
They do bear the
I'll
markings.
admit I don't know much about sorcerers or what.
They do bear the markings of somebody that perhaps would have become a sorcerer and taken on the throne of the Democratic Republic of Gildren.
Wait, are you saying we might have a king digging in our...
Well, I don't think they're
Street.
a king. I don't think they're a king.
First off, they're a Democratic Republic. They don't have a king. They have the guy who staged the coup that made it a Democratic Republic.
They have somebody in charge, and they bear the markings of somebody who would have been a potential vessel for the
Well,
spirit. Is that right?
Yeah, the potential. So they have the markings of someone who has been intentionally prepared for a contract. They haven't just like a lot of cultures have like, oh, whatever contract you get is a representation of yourself. These people are the leading people of force someone to have a certain contract or become susceptible to it. The
You're
marking
gonna
this
get a
person has
conjuring quiz.
means they're a good conduit for one of the ruling class within that nation.
You're gonna get a contract of
Explain
being a
that
bitch.
to Brett.
Alright, you're just gonna have to be a bitch your entire life.
Strange. But what would they want with iron in the road?
I don't know. They're looking for somebody who's out of town right now. And they said something, I think you might have been there about the greenery there being less greenery than they
I'll
would expect.
admit I'm concerned. I don't exactly feel enthusiastic about just handing over some unknown person to someone we've just met.
Me neither. But if they're looking for somebody out of town and they're still looking and they can sense this sort of thing, it might mean the party that went out 2 months ago is still alive.
I certainly hope so.
I mean,
Of course they're alive. I built my Rebecca better than that. They got the good genes, the tough ones.
I figured Seth would be fine too. I don't know. He doesn't feel like he's gone yet, but
And I have found myself in a number of scraps with Marrow. I doubt much will get past him.
Emma's fucking dead, though.
I was waiting for her. Knows everything, but Emma's dead.
In the cabin, Emma.
Alright.
Alright.
You're the one we need to get back to town. You're the entire news source.
At this point, I would like to switch over to the cabin. But I'm gonna feel like Narwhal should be here for that.
Yeah. No,
So let's have more pointless bullshit. Actually, I have a scene we can run.
Now?
In 2 minutes. I gotta...
Okay.
Well, I have a cast break into Yasha's house scene, but I'm also in the school.
God damn it, not again.
So if y'all have a scene you want to run before I run...
Joke's on you, Yidra and Yashna are just hanging out.
That's
They're just
fine.
off hanging out.
Okay.
One of you do that, though. I'm playing this game of chess. One of you run.
Why are you playing chess?
Because I do it when I'm in the middle of my life, okay?
Are you playing against somebody?
We see
or
that
just
TikTok
like an
that's like, I have to compete with the other woman, and it's him playing chess, like, while they're on a date.
Yidra is Yidra, like, early on when it was like, when Findry was like, hey, I'm gonna be going and taking care of some things. You can just entertain yourself today. If I need you, I'll find a way to contact you, kind of thing. Yidra was immediately like, I need to go make a friend, I guess. This is usually what's expected of me now. And the immediate thing was like, I don't know. Yashna and Yatin are alright, I guess, and everybody else is also watching Fat just drip down. So I guess I'll go talk to them. All the other kids are watching Fat drip down, so I guess I'll go talk to Yashna and Yatin. Because I've just helped the church be founded.
As a consequence, I have to imagine Aya was just sleeping. So
Aya is sleeping, I don't want to wake her up. I guess I'll go talk to Yashna and Yatin.
So Yashna and Yatin would be with Yatin Senior, out back behind their house, refurbishing a bunch of tools.
Hi.
Oh, hey there, little one.
start.
I know how to make things. Do you want help?
I'm sure wouldn't hurt to have some extra help. We do have a few handles for various tools that we need their ends split to get ready for them being secured.
Okay. I can do that. Probably.
I can do that.
I can do that.
Here. Somewhere around here. Yeah. Here's an alright mallet and chisel. You take these here. We got them already whittled down. You secure them in that vise over there. Like this. Line up the chisel. Around the halfway mark, you want to be with a grain of wood, so if there's a knot, you have to twist it around so you avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, just with a few steady taps, you want to get it down about 4 or so inches.
Mm-hmm.
Not too much more than that. We don't want the whole handle splitting.
Okay. I can do that.
Great.
This is like ideal for Idra. I don't have to talk to anybody, but I'm like around people enough where it's like, what did you do today? And it's like, I went and spent time with Yashna and Yaten. And it's like, I'm so proud of you. You're talking to people, and it's like, wasn't talking at all, but it's like, I'm around them. I can claim this.
You're forming a patented man friendship. If any man sees any other man about 12 times, we're friends.
Wait,
It's
so real.
Truly, if I just pass a guy 12 times in the street, we start to do the nod. It's truly just we're friends now.
That's what Idra's doing today. And if Cass comes
11 more
along and tries to
times.
break into people's houses.
I do it in the night.
Yeah, exactly.
And now I know the fucking
I
house.
remember I heard somebody tell a story once about how they like accidentally befriended a person by they were walking on a street and on their usual walk to their daily routine, and this person is sitting at their window, at a window
I
and
got
waves.
a full success.
Nice.
I have 4 points in craft. I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Nice.
And 2 zeros. Which seems to be just the theme. It's like 2 zeros and what I need to succeed. And that's it.
So go on.
So this person sitting at their window waves at them as they're walking, and they're confused for a moment, but wave back, and then they realize it's the awkward scenario of, oh no, they were waving at the person walking behind me, and then the same awkward thing happened another time later, another day, and it just turned into heck, it was awkward multiple times. Now we just have to wave at each other every time we see each other. I don't know this person. I don't know her name. I'm just the person who walks past and we wave at each other. And yeah, they eventually did actually end up talking and meeting at one point and becoming friends, but...
And now this is the bridesmaid at my wedding.
I'm thinking I'm gonna check with normal.
Yep.
The call with the parents that goes this long as never.
It seemed fine when I was out.
I get it. I'm not actually worried.
Truly, every phone call with my mother goes 40 minutes.
My parents have never called me, except for one time they had to give me my social
The phone call you had with your mother earlier today literally went less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, because we're both sick. You don't have a blurry photograph of your social security number?
No, I do have my driver's license.
You don't have your driver's license?
No, I just also have a blurry photo for some reason. I saw it the other day.
It's so blurry that I'm not fully capable of reading it. It's just enough to remind me what the numbers are.
I keep thinking I know mine, and then I'm like, no, I don't.
It's 7 digits. Maybe? No, it's 8 digits.
You're just wrong.
It's 9.
No, it's 3, 2, 4.
No, it's 2, 2, 3.
What?
That's
no.
not 9.
Definitely 4 at the end.
4.
Yeah, it's 4 at the end. It's
4 in the end. 3 in the middle.
2,
I don't know the first 4.
It's 3, 2, 4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 9. Just like I said, 9.
Social security
numbers.
Oh.
You went away for
Wait,
5
Oh, we're
seconds.
gonna compare this?
No, we were trying to figure out how long they were.
Let's go digit by digit and see whose matches.
Somebody's matches.
Whose ends with the highest number? Let's go.
I think mine ends with a 3.
I think mine's a 7.
Mine ends with an 8.
I think it's...
I don't know mine.
I really
I'm not going to
genuinely
say
don't know what mine is.
any other numbers,
I have
but
it
it ends with an
written
8.
down somewhere in a very coded
I'm gonna look it
fashion.
It's fully just on
My
my
personal
phone.
finance professor once told me to put it in as a phone number and give it a fake profile.
Oh, I did that for my...
It's 9 digits.
So then make up a fake start too.
I did that for...
1.
Let's see, scroll to the bottom.
No,
It's not actually.
I have
It's a
poison
2.
control
I
on my
lose.
Oh, that's smart. I've looked
However,
at
I do have pictures of this plane that is a car.
Ooh, cool. I have a picture of a car with Barbies strapped to it.
Okay, that's funky.
Okay.
The man was just
Yeah.
around.
Just having to figure out scheduling for winter break.
Oh, my dad
Yeah,
was texting me about
I
that too.
do
It's a whole
actually want that conversation to happen. I do need to know those things, but
No, you don't. Just figure it out.
Going to be with me,
Yeah,
so
just figure it out. Just start walking.
I
Yeah,
think
he
other
just
things-
told me my schedule, and I was like, okay. I told him the 2 days that I wasn't available, and he was like, "Fine, figure it out."
Yeah, because I have to, because my mother's
You people.
family is not the best at planning.
Okay, I need to sit in this very specific way.
Cabin time,
really
cabin
don't.
time.
Okay, what's the? You know what?
Cabin time.
Dude.
Jumping back, Emma, you're the one we need to get back to town. You're the entire news.
Yeah.
So
No one
back
knows
in the
what's going on.
cabin. Not much time has passed.
Oh yeah, because we were in the fucking place for 2 months.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did we age 2 months?
No.
Does Meryl have like a really untrimmed
No!
beard now?
This means my sister's older than me now.
That's so funny.
She's gonna boss me around even more.
We don't know that yet.
No, you guys legitimately felt like maybe a day at this point. Like
Yeah, but once I get back, it's an immediate like, oh no.
you guys like slept in the in the Shepherdson house, but beyond that,
How does Shepherdson house have for food?
not much. It's kind of like dwindled through
Through
Virgil
Mabel
raiding.
eating it.
They're caught.
Oh, the candy's gone.
Yeah, that's
You guys
If any kids were here, they'd be devastated.
You know what? You found some ground barley. You're able to make a slop out of.
Excellent. And Rebecca can eat wood, so it all comes down.
And I can go hunting.
Not really.
It's not gonna sustain you guys for long, but it was enough to sustain you after yesterday's ordeal. And I think we can start off with.
How's Virgil looking? On a scale of,
wig.
has his flesh regenerated around his skeleton yet?
Also, is
Or does
feeling
he
warm or
look like
cold?
a cloud wrapped around bones or something?
It's still a cloud wrapped around bones, but there's every now and then color to the cloud that looks humanish.
It's still a cloud wrapped around bones, but his circulatory system is now visible.
Ooh. That's gross.
No, that's a reference to Watchmen.
And
Gross.
I'm not sure.
Oh, you got a new ability.
A screaming
Yeah.
circulatory system can be
Like,
seen.
I think I messaged you on Discord about it, but
Yes, but I finals week.
yeah,
It's alright.
You got
understandable.
finals week, bozo.
Yeah.
Well, I in finals week more. I procrastinated thinking about finals week very hard.
Me too.
Runaway days.
Thank you.
I got a new power. Teleporting myself and up to 6 other people back to town. Specifically through large quantities of snow.
Okay.
I don't think that's gonna get approved.
No, probably not.
It doesn't stem directly from your power. You can see through ice, and then you can
Move the rice.
teleport up to 6 people
Okay.
to any location you want in the world.
Honestly, see through ice, then move through ice is.
So
I mean,
Yeah, that
you
sounds
that doesn't really match
Yeah, it's
what's going on with your contract.
Yeah, it's knowledge.
Yeah, mine is very much
You're
built around like the idea of like piercing cold, wind chill, frostbite, things like that.
also on a conceptual level. You're
Yeah.
focused on the piercing cold on a conceptual level, like at how cold wind seems to pass through clothes without resistance.
Mhm.
Not this. Not the. It's
Yeah.
very physical and
Like-
very direct.
Damage people
Like
around.
later on, she might try looking into the possibility of like trying to like move with wind through and through obstacles or something. But that's
If
like
we come to
down
a
the
stressful,
line.
if we come to like an emergency situation, we can say that a new contract doesn't need to be formed, like a new bargain doesn't need to be formed the second the last one has.
Okay.
You can hold off on that.
Plus, we're going to have one scene where we're probably not going to do that much, and
Yeah.
then you have a month and a half to plan it.
Just wondering if I need to do anything with the sheet, but it's probably good for now. Do I fill in the one for the completed bargain?
It's completed, so yeah, you've done one.
Cool.
So one thing you did guys notice last night was you did hear barking outside the house. But that would like only like pass beyond that stack of stones, like that radius from the house. And like the person who went to check last night, probably maybe
Rebecca.
or Rebecca.
Yeah, the two of them are on 1 hit point.
Yeah, Seth is on 1 hit.
Okay, that's fair enough. Seth. So whoever went to check saw them like dash towards the house and then fade as they crossed that invisible boundary.
Yeah, Findry's my sister. She's like 72 points hotter than me.
Good
Yeah.
I know, right? You got all the good ones. It's not there.
Oh, geez. Seth is so low, and then Findry. Oh, God. Poor man.
No.
Okay.
Takes after the other parents.
Rebecca last night had a dream of her daughter.
She's probably fine.
Mother is mothering.
I mean, you don't care that much about
Rebecca
her, right?
wakes in the morning visibly disturbed.
Oh. You're like not a good mom, right? That's your whole shtick.
Mother is a role.
I know, it's at 1 out of 8.
Reminds her of putting wood flavor XP in her mother to level it up. We all know it's not happening naturally.
Nope.
Alright. So I think let's have the scene just happen in the morning. You're all sitting in the kitchen over your bowls of warmish slaw, talking about what you're gonna do. Virgil, you just like put him on a bed and you rolled that bed. You like kind of lifted up the bed and carried it. Part of the conversation. He's barely conscious.
Nora is probably sitting next to one of the shuttered windows and is occasionally nudging it slightly more open until someone sees and tells her to stop.
Rebecca has
Virgil
the largest...
glares at you through like one eye that forms in the mist before dissipating.
Rebecca has the largest fire possible.
I threw my blanket at a dog and it went over the cliff. Emma's pissed.
Well, no, because it's an inventory item.
Oh, that's so true. I found a blanket inside. Never mind. I'm good.
Oh, also, what's his face is like dying, but none of us know.
Interface is used for that.
The man
yeah,
whose face
generally.
was ripped off by a
Oh.
goat. Rebecca truly doesn't care.
Probably would have done
But
some
I
sort of
assume
medical
one of you
before
does.
going to bed.
I'll do it if he keeps crying about it.
His face is gone.
Yeah, exactly. I'll do it if he keeps crying about it.
He does keep crying. He's
Alright, I'll do something
no,
about
actually,
it.
you know, as you go back to the house, I think he'd be oddly silent. Like he would kind of like, you know, like help, like as helpful as he can with getting the bandages on.
Hey, I'm glad you're doing okay.
That's relative.
Don't try to be a philosopher. We're stuck in a snowstorm. Yeah.
The window, no, it is.
So I imagine, okay, he has the bandages around his face, like he just got a nose job, except there's not much nose underneath those bandages.
His ass is gonna look at like Voldemort over.
Yeah, he looks like Voldemort right after the surgery before he took the bandages off.
Oh no.
Oof. Chokes on Findry. I'm better at medicine than her.
Though I should, yeah, sure, roll an interface check to see how good that's all done for infection possibility.
A partial success. I'm a survivalist. Can I add that to my medicine
Sure.
stuff? Sweet. Full success.
Useful roles.
It's first aid. So next morning, kind of all sitting around, shivering. Though I imagine maybe threw wood in the fire.
Yeah, Rebecca absolutely
has the
fire.
fire going as much as
Yeah,
she
Rebecca's
Yeah.
got it on lock.
can, which is good.
Well, as much as she can, based on her math on how long the fire will last. She's one of those people. She's got it planned.
Okay.
One of my inventory items is suitable clothing now.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it's in your inventory, so you gotta put it on.
No, I always have it. So nice thing.
So,
Currently, I
wow.
haven't.
Hunker down. I would like to not be on this store.
We can't stay here very long.
Beggars, choosers, blah, blah, blah. What do we do with it?
Recover enough to make a rush for the village, or
The
perhaps
dogs will be after us, but I think we can make it to the village
If we make
if the
it,
snow's let
if
up.
we head out in a direction that has
Do we
us
think-
leaving the house exactly opposite of where the dogs have been coming from, you might.
Do we know if there's a particular time when they're more or less active?
Have they been coming out at night?
The snow
Yeah,
is
we're-
also its own problem, right?
Yeah.
So we can't
Is
make
it
back in the
currently
snow.
snowing?
It hasn't stopped. Once.
Like heavy snow or light
Make
snow?
sure
It's
none
light
of
right
us
now.
get too
Okay.
close to
So, I
the
mean,
edge of a cliff, but
with the exception of
otherwise,
a dog,
my
this-
current contract is not suited to.
Well, didn't he say he couldn't make it back to town in the snow? And that's why
Well, yeah, but he was in a
yeah,
That's
children can't make it back to town.
I'm old.
It's only about
No, they were with their dad. Remember when, like,
I know.
Maybe we tried to find a way to make it swim.
I don't think their dad is on the level of ability to travel through the snow that Rebecca and Seth are.
But if they did all the time,
maybe.
Getting
They also
Laura's
didn't
bundle in.
have somebody that could see through ice, right?
It's also not that far away. It's 30
I mean,
minutes.
me seeing through ice is mostly
In
useful
good weather.
for, hey, there's the
There's
cliffs
various
over there,
streams,
move more this
it's like-
way.
Yeah, exactly.
Up to like 5 feet of snow now.
Which lets us move quickly without having to worry about the possibility of, oh, if we run too fast, we might walk too close to the edge and fall through a snowbank
Which is
off the cliff.
super useful.
It also means you're running 5 feet above the ground for yourself. That would be how you perceive the world.
Yeah, I have to regularly blink it on and off occasionally just so I.
That gives you a headache slowly.
Yeah.
I'm in fucking third person.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can figure out a sled, then these 4 can be on the sled, and Ori can be in front.
Are going downhill.
And then we can make sure that the sled isn't like we can steer the sled.
There's the strings.
The strings?
Well, I imagine there's like a few like small streams between.
Oh, the
Here
strings.
Yeah, because there was a lake not far from the village
Attempting to
that we mentioned.
improvise a
Yeah,
raft,
wasn't too far.
perhaps.
Well, this much snow that usually be frozen, but it's all happened so fast.
Yeah, if we like go up to like the windows that are above the snow level and we like press the snow level, is it like snow? Like we can stand on this, or is it like snow sink up to here?
We did.
It's all still soft.
Okay.
We did
It's
run
all
on
been-
the snow. Though.
It's all happened really fast, so therefore it hasn't like had time to go through warm freeze cycles.
Yeah, it hasn't done the compacting towards
Yeah,
the
it's
bottom.
still. It's like
It's-
just.
It's like somebody took
fluff.
a massive bucket of full powder snow and dumped it all at once.
Is that like even with snowshoes on them?
Snowshoes only can do so much.
Yeah, it's still gonna
Especially if
sink
you're
in.
carrying
a fair bit.
anything on you.
Mhm.
I think the problem right now is we definitely need to wait for the snow to set. We need to find sunlight to get food. In the meantime.
Yeah.
Because if not,
I
we're
mean-
just all
I
gonna
am
starve.
not a
There is
hunter.
some hope. Quite a few years back. Well, actually, it was after the whole ordeal. One of my goats went missing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was we're out of these conditions later. And then by the springtime, I come to the village, and the goat's there, like waited in the village. Some people took taken care of it. I think. Your sister actually took care of it.
God damn it, of course she did. Fucking hell. Nice person, alright.
to have
Actually, you
gotten
may
there
have been gone. No, she would have been
Yeah,
gone.
you would have been gone.
Yeah, she's been
She's
gone.
been gone for like fully 10 years.
She's
So-
been gone for a while.
Yeah, and then it was someone else. It doesn't run that.
Absolutely
If it was
not
her, it would have
Rebecca.
been like.
Not Rebecca.
Arguably could have been Seth, actually.
Point is, I don't think a goat could have made that trek like the normal way.
Mhm.
There might be some,
Thinking
I don't know,
there's-
magical tunnel. Or maybe
On a
the
deal.
goat
Sure.
took a trip on Mount Eferdamana, or carried by a giant fucking monstrous eagle or some shit.
tunnels.
A shortcut path.
Oh, maybe through the mountain.
There
Do
are
I-
caves.
There are caves through the.
Yes.
Wasn't there a new entrance opened up found recently?
There was one that was found by
I don't-
Yashna and Yatin's father, Yatin Senior.
Through my full title.
No, you guys are just calling yawn.
There was one found by Yatin, not Not
Like calling
You don't have to
Yacht
clarify that.
Junior.
You don't have to clarify that.
I know, but it's funnier if I do have to
I
clarify.
mean, considering the fact that there is Yachten Junior and Yachten Senior, you'd probably refer to it as just Yachten Senior.
Or just Yachten, because he's always been Yachten.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yachten
the
Junior.
junior
Yeah.
one, the junior one.
Yeah,
Yachten
fair
Junior is the
Well,
one
there was
we
one
specify,
discovered by
but we
Yachten
specify
and,
Yachten
his two
Senior
kids a
because
while
we
ago,
met
right?
Yachten Junior
Yeah, I
first.
believe so.
Yacht
Do you think that might
Esquire.
lead anywhere? I mean, it collapsed, so it could have blocked off the tunnel, but
Maybe.
might be an option.
Would
If it seems like
would a
something
tunnel
would go
like
through
that
across.
lead down closer to the village?
Although if it was
Well,
a
if they
new
Would it
entrance,
even
Down,
have
they
a
always
village?
lead back up again.
then that's where Pass goes.
right.
At
Do
the time,
we
no.
even know if it would have
been
another
using something else, but
exit though, or if it just
Well-
leads deep in underground?
No, we don't know, but
however, there is something
Oh.
at least that led from here, somewhere around here, to
I think the
its
main reason
nearby
it's
town.
hard to get between the village and here is that there's a kind of valley going down the mountain between here and there, and there's like that stream I mentioned previously in the center of that valley.
but the stream probably isn't frozen yet.
Who knows? And even if it was frozen, that would actually probably be a boon. Just the geography of a valley like this, that's kind of narrow. Is
It becomes a
hard to get
hazard.
by. Yeah.
Yeah, my navigate's not good.
And especially it's like if it's
Neither's
only
Rebecca's.
partially frozen
Yeah.
I
and
have
then
good detector.
snow on top of that,
She is
it
good
could just
recall.
collapse into the
My
stream,
recall's up.
which would then drop
recall is
whoever's on top of it
And I can
into the water, which
is
is not good.
I can interface, so I'm designated healer for right now, I guess.
Yeah.
Rebecca can kill.
I am neither a medic nor a hunter nor a gatherer.
That's fine. You can see through snow.
But it is snow.
If you can find the tunnels, you'd
I
be
mean,
able to find
if
the
anybody
tunnels
can
if
find
they're
tunnels, it's you.
If ice or snow is what's obscuring them, perhaps, but
I could help you look. If it's
Where did
not.
the goat go missing from? From like a locked pen? Or...
I don't know enough about
Well-
caves and how they form to know
Yeah,
what to
well,
look
the pen
for.
was locked.
I don't have a
Apparently,
ton of
with
cave
blue,
knowledge, but
pen in the night.
very
Most of them were just kind of out and about. The other was like out,
You
and
pick up things.
I decided it wasn't worth following its tracks like too
From what
far.
I've been able to tell, you hear a
What
bit of
direction?
everything that goes on in this town.
I tried.
I
Goes on a
I
rambling
looked into
story.
it, it was the best to say this was.
What direction?
This
did
one
they go?
time. So no, she's dead now. She was dull.
I'd have to be out there and look. I think it's
Just
north-ish.
Not that.
just
I really don't want to go
first
out.
thing you
It's
remember.
those
wounded
characters
as I
you've
am
never
to
met
go
in your
look for
life, and you
stuff.
refer to them like you should know them.
I still need to get back to town either way. And we need to find a safe passage back.
I mean,
The
yeah.
sooner the better.
Right now,
so-
old man is in charge of the news, so.
Oh god.
That
That's why we need to get
back sooner rather than later. Oh, no.
that manifestation when we were running.
Well,
You have a contract now, yes? Does that
yeah.
is that anything that might be applicable to the situation?
Likely no. It's more of a protection thing
Out of
at their
character.
whims.
If you can convince your spirit that the snow has violated the laws, you can use it as a sled.
No, is it possible that your spirit might know the way around the mountain? I mean, they're from this mountain, right?
No,
Or
I'm from quite far away.
oh,
I
how do you know your spirit?
I was attempting a expedition to observe one of the pillars of eternity when I got caught out in a blizzard.
I love the
Managed
fact
to
that
build
it was
enough
solid.
resonance to form a contract that allowed me to see the path away from open air and into shelter.
But if
Only saved some of me, but thankfully most.
that's I mean that's like
Rebecca-
over 90%.
Is going to try to place her hand on Virgil's shoulder.
Sure, like people are distracted just chatting. It's like not a huge
You
deal.
kill Virgil.
Virgil.
He would squint at you, but
What are you
not too
doing?
much else.
That is
Slowly
how
opening the
window.
window.
That is how.
Close the window.
This is like a.
Virgil gets like.
Nora,
Just
stop. We have
gets a
somebody
little bit
seriously
better.
injured.
Do you think
There's
you
a
could get word
fire.
back to the village?
If you want to go,
Every-
go up to the second floor.
We will probably be here for a while, but there is something up there that is killing people. Without us, the town will be unprepared. Do you think you can get at least close enough to the village to get a messenger of ours?
Or if we can get a bird from the top of the mountain.
Far from memories of me. Closer is more health. I hunted in youth. Not much. Not well. But first kill northwest of here. Hours walk. Can retrieve sustenance from that
We're gonna keep.
location.
Are you gonna keep dying if we can't get you there?
I am better than yesterday.
We need to get word back to the town,
We do.
and we're not in any position to get back ourselves.
If here is attacked, and we are safe because memories. Town has less memories. The Shepherdsons were always isolated.
Isolated. Ice.
Rebecca will pick up Seth and throw him at the window.
To be clear, Seth didn't say that. It was literally just ow. Just go down to 0.
You'll be fine.
Is it truly like an hour's walk from here? Because that is so far.
Yeah, we might as well just go to the village.
It is twice the distance of going to the village.
If you say that in character, like, are you talking to each other?
I mean, it's an hour. We may as well just go to the village.
I took into account snow.
So it would be 30 minutes to either location either way. So it's either an hour to walk in because of at minimum in the snow to town, or it's an hour walk
But
at minimum
part of
to
the
wherever it is that he needs
issue
to go
getting,
to.
if it's an easier walk to where Virgil
We
needs
don't
to
know.
go,
Especially considering we probably can't bring the two of you.
then at the very least,
You both died with
Virgil
stiff
would be
breeze.
better.
I will
and
not.
send-
I will.
And
I
send
will-
word
I'm
back
not
to
proud.
town.
Also
Yes.
grows stronger as I approach.
Because we're worried about getting a message to them, and that's going to be...
And there's
Maybe if you go down
also
to
the
this
tunnel
way.
somewhere to the north
We
of
said
us.
we could travel through there.
We need to
possibly.
find it first.
Can I do first aid on myself and try and recover HP? Yeah, I didn't think so.
We could try looking for tunnels.
I mean,
Our
I
best
can
hope
take the
might
two
be
of
to
you.
Nor
With
can see through
Virgil.
snow, and I have what I was thinking is I have good recall and detect and intuit and stuff. And I've lived here a very long time.
And I'm
What's your
And my
recall
health's
at?
not horrible. My recall's not fantastic. Everything's at 3.
Okay. I also have
Recall's
a
at
3
3,
recall.
intuitive 3. I don't roll very well, but
That's right, yeah.
I also have 3 HP, which is just more than me.
Are there
By
any?
1.
Yeah, exactly. The two of you died with stiff breeze.
Are there any
Why
animals
not?
I think might be able to like get a message back to town somehow?
I only started with 4.
Rebecca is actually at 5 for but she's at
Animals?
4
What?
health.
How
She'll
so?
probably tough it out.
No, bird.
Not reliably, you know.
Yeah, I don't think so.
We know that this needs
I can't
success,
help
I'm
him, sorry.
sorry.
Oh, okay.
Man.
I removed my 8 ruin.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fair.
You two are absolutely guaranteed to die.
Yeah, if I didn't
I
remove it,
can tough out a hit or two.
I
Hypothetically.
say we wait until dog attack.
What? I'm gonna wait until the dogs attack?
We wait until their next attack, and then, like, as
And then
soon as
immediately
possible
afterwards.
after.
That would
we
also
go
give
out
us
to
time to recover.
If the dogs attack,
Energy
draw.
expenditure,
Hmm.
not infinite power. This is Grandfather Sap's domain, not hers.
We try and talk to Grandfather Sap somehow? See if we can expend more influence on his domain?
How many
He was
casual
the one that
conversations have
didn't
you
care.
had with deities?
When I stand,
No.
I can.
I wasn't actually rolling for it at all. I was just like, here's my decision.
Maybe.
I was rolling for flair and declared none in the middle
Too
of
many
it.
dice.
I know ritual. It would take time for me to convey full intricacies. Grandfather Sap respects strength. I lack strength.
You kind of do, bud. Rebecca.
If I get to memory, I
She can leave if she wants to see her kid again.
Speak to the
Bring the
mountain.
window back down a little bit.
Why doesn't the mountain like you?
Rebecca
Trying
is-
to not
Nora!
kill this one.
Close the window.
I can do ritual to draw attention, ward off influence when healthy.
Can any of us do it? Listen,
I
I
do
don't think
not
it's gonna be
possess
me.
Books,
Oh, just funny.
Nor
None of
the-
us ever really like Virgil.
breath
So I don't think like him, but he's like our best
to
friend, so
convey
that is-
full ritual.
Too much information. He can't give it all to us in time. We
Yeah,
won't work.
figured, but
When we wait.
But
3
you
days.
know how to perform this ritual.
Very well.
just go talk to Grandfather Sap, you know. Just go out, put your hand on the ground, and be like, "Hey, bud."
What happened if you just
Only
called her
Rebecca,
up?
or only Cass can do that.
Sap doesn't even know that Cat's gonna do that.
Yeah.
Probably.
So right now our best bet's to the north. If fuck, what's his name?
Virgil?
Would it be
No,
possible?
the dude who's now missing his nose.
Kayla.
Yes,
Yeah.
Caleb.
Nora, would it be possible to have, to perhaps speak to your ice spirit and ask it to go speak to Sophia's ice spirit? Is that how spirits work? I don't
I
know.
don't think so.
I don't know how
You can
spirits
ask,
work.
but I don't think so. I can't imagine their
Seth
chat.
doesn't fucking know.
They're also not
The
that
middle, his
similar.
middle name is
That's
not.
why Emily doesn't have a contract. She just never found a gossipy enough spirit.
No spirit was gossipy enough for me. I've been approached.
I started talking and they ran away. Can't handle.
Maybe?
I mean, it never hurts to try, right?
No. I don't know
I don't
if
think
there's
the
a...
spirits ever talked before.
Not exactly a chatty one.
It's whistling.
Yeah.
It's gotten quite good at that, actually.
The
Kind of
close-
annoying.
The closest thing I have heard from it to words was something approximately like...
That's fair. I don't know. Sophia has knowledge of how spirits work. She might be
Don't we
able
also not know
translate
if
it.
Sophia still has a spirit?
She probably does. She's in charge of religion.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means something to Seth. Because
I'm-
nobody else has an ice spirit in town.
Yeah.
Listen, I would ask if you could go talk to Findry's spirit, but she doesn't have one anymore.
Ooh, files that away. Anymore, you say?
You fully knew that she probably had a spirit. She grew up here.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Either
And I haven't
way,
gotten to catch up.
we don't have much food.
Yeah, that is the big deal. Were all of the like sheep and goats taken away
Yeah.
already?
They're no longer here.
Damn.
I don't exactly like our odds of trying to knock down one of those aggressive goats.
And they aren't here anyway, so.
And I'm not,
The
I'm
time
not
he
exactly a hunter.
attacks. Notice patterns. I
No.
could not sleep.
No, they're made out of ice.
Outside dissipate. I noticed there was periods of peace.
Yeah, we'll have to use those as best we can.
Yep.
I think first.
Next today, observe. Next tomorrow, leave.
Have they been attacking every day?
It's been a kind of a constant flow, but it's like stuttering and staggered.
First order of business is make a path at least within what barrier we have, so that we don't have to fight it.
So we'll go like look around the house for useful stuff to like navigate the snow.
If we're just doing stuff now, so will Mary.
I mean, I want to
Okay.
prepare ahead of time, so it's like, let's go, and it's like, oh, we didn't
I'm
prepare.
trying to say you guys find like the equivalent of snowshoes at least for everyone. Like I remember you were lacking it.
We all had snowshoes.
Yeah, we
We
did
didn't
end
all
up with
have
snowshoes.
I think there's some people who lacked some. Like
Um,
Virgil Moss, I think didn't have anything.
Well,
Do you
the
think-
motherfucker doesn't have feet.
Do you think you might be able to put together something akin to a sled?
Maybe.
Yes,
Oh,
we would.
Rebecca's
fire.
craft skill is ass.
Minecraft skill also ass.
My
Actually,
craft skill
mine's
also
better.
adds.
Mine's,
Your craft is better than yours.
I have 1
I'm
point in
interested,
craft.
but I
we're
don't think
equally
I
good at crafting.
is good for making a sled.
You've got 2. I've got 1.
One.
Oh, so you're not
I only
trapped.
have the original craft.
Yeah. So what?
You don't like doing any trapping.
If anyone
that's
has a
actually a
chance of
really
making anything, it's you.
I raised this. I'll probably throw it in craft. It makes sense to be able to trap things.
Yeah.
Now you have 2.
Now I have 2 in craft.
Alright, let's go.
I can make a basic trap.
And if these 2 are working together, you might be able to make some form of
My
sled.
niece can fully make like a booby trap that captures people like Scooby Doo style, but I can make a bear trap.
We do, which exists in
What
this world.
is Scooby
I don't know. It was a stupid story that Fidry came up with when we were little. It had a talking dog. It didn't make any sense.
Sindri invented all main intellectual property.
Yeah.
There's this like Mickey Mouse that she keeps talking about.
I don't know. It was something about a Snow White, but it was like a person.
Yeah, her last contract was really weird.
No kidding.
Her last contract was like a Steam contract at its baseline, but it was like imagination themed. It was wild. Didn't like it. Not a fan. She was-
That does sound quite interesting.
Yeah, we were up on the mountain. She was like, "How can we get out of here? I'll make plans."
Oh dear.
She started saying jiffies.
What is wild? I don't know what Jinky means.
So, we can try to make
She
some
said Rutro at one point.
Yeah, okay, let's just like get all the preparations done and we can like snap to it. You know what? So one person roll an Intuit check now. Like, who's the best with Intuit?
How is your Intuit, guys?
3.
I also have 3.
Only 2.
So if any
Can
of
I
the
try to
3
roll a
of us-
recall to find?
I don't
try
tend to
remember the
roll very
best
well,
tower?
so.
You can do that separately, but someone roll Intuit
Oh,
with
sorry.
advantage.
Not
Okay.
into it's actually 2.
Okay.
Recall is
Do
3.
you want to roll
Why
it?
don't you
No,
do it?
go ahead. I'm doing a recall. Jack shit.
Hey,
Critical with advantage.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you guys have 3 flashback points that you'll be able to use for this upcoming scene. Like, each flashback point can be used, like, it's collectively amongst your group. These 3 flashback points can be used to establish something you've done.
Okay.
So we don't have to waste too much time right now.
Like justify stuff.
Preparing. Like, we can use flashback points to say,
It's
oh, I
so it's
already
like,
had
oh,
some of
remember that
this.
time we.
Have this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Nora, close the window.
It also flashes back to that.
No, all the way. If you want to be cold, go upstairs.
I like this mini game going on.
If it ever opens all the way, Virgil Mass dies.
Oh, that's not very funny though.
No,
Best
the
way for
secret
Virgil.
boss like appears.
No, Nora.
No.
Okay, so any preparations you want to do besides the how did you do in the recall check?
Snowshoes.
Jack shit.
Okay, you'll be relying on Virgil Moss telling you from over his shoulder.
What are you?
I think
You're lying
I
on
might have
what
been
to find
carrying
what?
Oh, I was trying to remember a better pattern.
Who's rolling to make sled?
You or you, right? Because I don't have craft.
Yeah. I mean, I
Probably
don't
you.
have craft either, but
You
yeah.
roll with advantage because someone's helping you.
sweet.
Yeah.
Also, I'm a survivalist. Can that help me with make slide?
Yes.
Woo! Sweet. Full success is a baseline. We love to see it. Additional 1, so critical.
Nice. You have pretty good sled.
Also, I'm bringing the corpse back to town because I was bound and determined to bring that thing back, and that's
We can bring him back to
Yeah.
town. We can also leave him at his house and not bring him on this adventure with us.
Because we're not going back to town from this adventure.
Yeah.
with at least tracking down, like, if we can find whatever, like, the tunnel is, if it's there, I'll have to come back and...
Yeah, you can always come back. It's cold in the snow. The body will be fine, and it's safe here. She can't really tamper with it.
Yep.
I also don't blame you if you did want to bring it along, but it seems like it's safe.
This is not
This is
the
not
mission
going to
to intentionally slow us down if we can
Yeah.
avoid it.
I will
Alright.
put it...
We don't regain any health
What
waiting
do,
for.
what do we do if we're
Well, that's what- are we all
confronted
going?
by hounds
Are we all going?
while on expedition? Do we
I think
rush
it would
back
be
to
for the
here,
best, just
or
for like.
Depends
It
on
would
where
be
we
for the
are.
best, but, like,
We'll
we're
either have to
both at
fight,
war.
or we'll have to go
Okay,
back.
then you guys are on the front lines. Done.
avoiding combat situations is likely for the
Also, as I mentioned,
best.
Virgil Moss will get stronger as you approach this location.
Yeah.
Also, with how the
Those of us capable
ruin
of
system
fighting
works,
are
you only
not
get
in
ruin if you
good shape
actually
to do so,
see
and the rest of us are not.
There's no like random threat for just
I am
walking.
well aware of
That's
that.
fair. Alright, let's go then.
Alright. So,
I can have
Nope.
Virgil with me.
this is the next day. I imagine someone actually, you know what? Someone roll study to watch the patterns of the
Math
dogs.
sucks at
Who's
this.
good at studying?
Appearing.
You roll.
Study
Ours is the
is
same, but I already rolled one. So. Well, that is true.
critical.
No, it's good.
Nice.
2, 2, 3, and I have 3 dots.
Okay. So, you notice that it seems. Okay, let's think of it like this. Oh my god, super head rush. I have no water
Standing
in my
up.
system. I am a balloon.
That is not a good thing.
Okay, it's like
It's
there's.
fun. You can have a water break after this.
Yeah. So, DP. No, DC stands for dog capacity.
Dog capacity.
Max dog capacity is 5.
5 dogs at most.
Now, it seems. No, let's call it 6. No, 5, sure.
Yeah,
5 dogs at most.
yeah, I think it is.
That's consistent.
One for each of us.
There's 1 DC per 20 minutes. Nah, 15. 15 minutes average. But it seems like a minimum of 3 dogs can
So if we wait for a wave of
a minimum of 3 dogs like a minimum of 3 DC has to be built up for dogs to appear.
so
But
at the very
there is some random no, sure, a minimum of 2 I think because 2 dogs have appeared by themselves.
yeah.
Um
So that gives us like a minimum.
a minimum of
odds
2, but from there on there's a 1/3 chance of each of these tiers of it, like popping off. But then it goes off, and if it gets there after this goes, it just all over here.
I think Nora is has gotten out her notebook and is checking at one of her probably has a times table and some equation formulas tucked away in another notebook, and is cross-referencing the few things and trying to follow patterns, what she knows from various fun facts she's learned and things she has studied in her long time of going through all sorts of books about what she knows about hunting patterns of wolves or similar predators, trying to compare and contrast it, just doing a sort of almost
Well, the critical
presentation.
check gives you the actual mechanics behind it.
Yep.
So let's go on. The day starts, and I'm gonna raise the volume of the.
You know what the great thing about having suitable clothing in my inventory is? It means that if we ever have a beach episode, I'll have a bathing suit on.
Excellent.
Yes, all these beaches on this mountain.
No, we did technically have a beach episode. on top of the mountain.
We have a
That's
tuxedo
our beach
somewhere.
episode.
The hot springs
Also,
episode.
season
more,
3, absolutely leave the mountain.
We what the mountain?
We leave the mountain. in season
Oh,
3.
yeah.
Because season 2 ends with a catastrophic destruction of the town. Come on.
No.
They gotta up
That's
the
what happened.
stakes because the show is going to get canceled if they don't.
I'm gonna get a Netflix reboot.
One of you also has to GM the reboot.
Oh god.
One of us has to GM the
Oh no,
not
it's
you.
Yeah, you take the original director on that.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
Just remember to bring back the most hated characters and kill one of us immediately.
Okay, so next day you wait until it takes you a few hours of waiting beyond when the sun rises for you to get a situation where 4 dogs. Oh, it also seems like there's a bit of a delay that's kind of variable between the first that it's it seems like the delay is longer after a larger quantities of dogs just goes away. So you wait for a situation in which 4 dogs all charge at once, and you decide, okay, that's good enough. Let's go.
I don't know what this is going to be.
Motion. It is time. Dogs have departed. We are moving.
Okay, so you guys have 30 minutes before of safety, and then at 45 minutes, there's a 1/3 chance that you're gonna get 1 dog.
Yeah, because if it takes us an hour, we only need to succeed.
3 dogs. Sorry.
We only need to get lucky twice.
Yep, let's go.
Okay,
We
first
zoom in.
30 minutes. You're keeping pace. I imagine. Most of you are on fine. Whoever's pulling the slide has a makeshift skis kind of.
Percentile die.
We all know who's doing that.
That's you.
We thank you for your service.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Okay, so you move.
Despite the fact that she has a gaping leg injury.
Let's.
Yeah, you're not bleeding. You're fine.
Not bleeding is not responding
Okay.
to the fact to be on body.
Let's treat this like a tower roll.
Oh dear.
No.
1d6. Who's rolling?
Are we trying to high-low or roll low?
1s and 2s.
5.
Five.
Are popping off. Okay,
Okay.
so 45 minutes comes and passes without dogs appearing. Who's 2?
Keep moving. Do not let a quiet period make us complacent.
Okay, and then let's go to an hour.
Is that 2d6 or still 1?
2d6.
2 and a 3.
2 and 3.
A 2's a 2.
2's a 2.
No, actually, it would be 1d6 as I established it previously. It'd be, seeing it's 2d6s is. I never said the 1/3 chance compounded, so it'd still be 1d6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was roll.
So roll again.
5.
Okay.
Apparently, this particular
So
guy
you
likes me.
know in 15 minutes, you're going to face 6 dogs.
6.
Wait.
5.
5.
But have we gotten Virgil to his location?
Because it's an hour past. Did he say an hour 30?
He
said
definitely
that.
said it.
An hour.
Okay. You know what? Sure.
Think childhood thoughts, Virgil.
Your mom's
close it.
cooking.
Here, I have a weapon.
You get him.
I remember when you were snot-nosed.
You get him to the location.
He
and,
is substantially older than you.
Yeah, I think he's the
No,
oldest
I
one
know.
here.
I remember when you praised my sister over not getting a spirit and didn't talk to me at all.
I do
Okay,
remember him.
Think
so-
of deer antlers or whatever.
Holding the
Hunting
bow,
was
and kind of just stares at it for a second and slowly pushes himself up from the sled. His legs sink into the snow, like keeping him upright.
Yeah, if he's like warm, does he just kind of like slice through the snow to a degree?
Slowly, yeah. Just into the snow.
Like that imagery.
Wow.
Sorry. But eventually, very quickly, color returns to the mist around him. And he starts to shrink.
How are you getting smaller? You're not a child.
He
Well,
is.
I
You're
was a
Oh.
child.
Yeah.
It's the memory I'm pulling from, and to be fair, I was stronger like this.
That's great, Virgil.
Good
See,
for
I do
you.
remember him like this.
No kidding.
A horrible time we're all sharing.
Alright, can we get back to...
Now, here's your bow back.
Thank you.
Now, I think I do. He has hair back. I think at this point. He was. Did I say he was bald?
He was a skeleton.
Okay.
Who the fuck knows what he had?
Skeletons are bald.
Yeah.
Best
Unless you're
case
in One
scenario,
Piece.
he had like mist vaguely in the shape of hair.
Oh no, a
He looks pretty
skeleton.
physical now.
I'm so
They're
fucking
just
scared of
small.
skeletons.
I mean, I'm not gonna be able to come back here and retrieve the memories from this place again. Kind of scrape that barrel dry. But I think I could. As long as I head back along like routes I've walked before, I'm good. I can get a message out. You know, like traveling around all speedy. So good right now.
We get it, Virgil. You're young.
I've been hearing you talk behind
Hey,
your back.
that's not fair. I only have one of those.
I haven't talked behind your back. I've talked fully in front of your face, Virgil. How dare.
Well, I'm gonna save all your asses anyways.
Thank you.
So,
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna take a quick stop by my cabin. I mean, my quick, like, I can go fast. Like, snow doesn't stop me whatsoever. As long as, like, this area feels weird. Best guess,
kidding.
now that I think about it, all this here, just during Elsa, pseudo-domain. I mean, like, someone's trying to reach a higher realm of binding with their spirit. And to do that, you have to establish a domain of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, they're already inside of a domain, so there's kind of a conflict going on between old grandfather Sap and whoever else is here. What do you call it? Mabel?
On one hand, it's a relief that she isn't opposing just us. On the other hand, the fact that she has done this much while also contesting the will of a deity is
Not
Speaking of
active.
grandfather Sap, actually, I gotta do a little jig. Any of you have an axe? I could use an axe. Okay, 1 second. I think he would take the blade of an axe, kind of. Oh, this isn't sharp at all.
Would you like
I
something?
have a sword.
It has to be an axe. He says actually, I think you could do.
I would have a sharp axe. I use it for, like, cutting off animals' heads.
Oh, okay, then you're good.
I'm a hunter.
You don't use,
You don't
an
use axe
axe
for that.
I mean, yeah, but you could.
Not really. Axes are very imprecise cutting tools.
Okay, whatever.
Doesn't
Actually,
matter.
I think because he's not an idiot, he wouldn't do the. No, he would do the poem scene because it's symbolic. Fuck.
Mhm.
Okay, that's that. Oh, I hate this
that
part.
one.
Rub his hands together, getting them bloody, and then you start. I'm doing like very rough diagrams, like you know, like is it you like fingerprinting with his blood on a tree trunk.
taking.
It looks like kind of like cave
notes.
paintings on the side of the tree. Every now and then, like, I guess it's no same hand.
Don't do
over
it
hand.
from your hand.
It has to be the hand. It's
Ritual
like hand
purposes.
prints and-
Symbolism is an important thing in
sucks.
mysticism.
It's what it
It
is.
is not all. It is
Grandma
not
doesn't
always
care if it
pleasant,
sucks or
but
not,
we
because
very-
he likes things that suck.
Yeah, but you can always take blood from somewhere else and put them on your hands to do handprints.
Blood gained in battle also works too, but you want to fight me? When you want to fight the dogs? No. I want this done before the dogs show up.
Yeah.
He does a few like extra things, and then starts doing stuff on his face, like
I mean, could we have taken blood from his nose or something? Would
He's
that
not
be
here. We left
Oh.
him behind.
Oh,
You
right,
actually
right.
left him behind and he's not actively bleeding.
Mm.
It's been 2 days. If he was actively bleeding, he'd be far from dead.
Yeah, I didn't roll that bad on my interface.
okay. Now we wait.
4 for the wolves.
Some puppies.
Oh,
We're waiting. We're just standing here to let them come to us.
Well, they show up, and then I have to challenge them by yelling at them furiously, with me being directly between them and the tree, and then shit'll happen.
sweet. I'm gonna climb a different tree. I'm not gonna be down here for this.
Is there anywhere we should or should not be?
Rebecca is going to try to find some dry wood and start a fire.
In the snow.
Just like in the
You want to
town.
use one of your retcon tokens to have dry wood on you?
Yes.
Okay, done. You even have some planks you can like build up into a grid pattern to plant all of stuff.
Because we know fire.
We know fire. By that I mean Rebecca.
I also have a fire source.
This
I'll light my ass.
would have definitely been something that Mara would have talked to Callum about, but like the direction that Callum
We
had
should have
gone to
taken
follow
dog
the
stuff
sheep,
from the house.
is it in the same direction or
We
is it
can have.
We can
far-
have taken
like,
dog
couple
memory
degrees
stuff.
off from where it is that Virgil had to go?
We can wait until
I mean,
we show up
sure,
and see if it's gonna be a
it's a
problem.
bit off, but at the same time, like
Yeah, because
it's a goat that
Virgil
wandered off, and you
like
didn't
a
follow it far. Like
It might interfere
it
with
could
it.
have gone in
We
any
can call
direction.
it
Well, ghosts don't walk in straight lines. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, 'cause
no,
they
but
float, right?
they can go in rough general direction.
We're in that broad area that is the general direction.
I mean, like if it went that way instead of that way, there's a big difference there. Then
Yes,
like this.
Okay. So time's up.
Rebecca's gonna light her axe.
Doesn't matter. 5 dogs kind of appear in a rough circle around you. And I imagine Virgil still has your axe.
Yeah. he
How many
definitely
people are on the
does.
ground?
I am. I'm not climbing a tree.
Nora would be as well. She is not exactly.
If you don't want to be in a tree, you cannot be in a tree. But if you want to be in a tree, Seth can pull you up into the tree.
I'll get pulled up to a tree.
I am at the base of whatever tree you guys are in.
Don't want to be in the tree.
I'm going to make sure things don't get to the tree.
Oh, that's polite of you.
I have a snowball.
Rebecca
Very
will
fair.
be with the fire.
Standing on the not fire side.
Fire and ice.
If you have it in your right hand, I'm standing on your left.
She's got fire in both hands.
I'm standing behind you
It's like
with my snowball.
These
She's got a
two are
torch
in
in
the
one hand and her flaming axe.
yeah, it's essentially these two are in a tree, and then these three are essentially at like the base of the tree, with you on one side of Marrow, and then you on the other, just to
wanna
give
draw a diagram
those
of
two
this,
a bit of a...
It's probably been like making
Alright,
a small
so
pile of
sure,
snowballs.
yes.
We can do it on the thing in the middle of the table if we like.
Oh, diagram time!
Normal.
Oh,
Table diagram.
Okay.
Alright, so most important thing, central tree.
Basically, draw a circle, allot yourself in it. You can place trees conveniently as you like. The dogs are going to appear equidistant around the circle.
is this the
Good
tree?
Make it a larger
lord.
circle. Larger circle.
Well, this is the tree, though.
That's a tree.
That's
It's
the
a
tree.
That's
fucking
the
big
Virgil
tree.
Moss tree.
That's a
Oh,
huge
the
tree.
big main tree.
Do you want a small tree?
No, we want a normal
Wait, okay.
size tree.
Are
That's-
we-
I'm used to dealing with 5 foot
Let's draw the-
hexes, so that would be a like 20
Right, I
foot
think that
diameter. Yeah, that'd be a 20-foot diameter tree.
I'm not just drawing, but
I've seen
should I draw just the base
very
of the
big
tree?
trees.
Well,
Yes,
that
you
is the
should.
most relevant part.
That's
Yeah.
what you interact with on the ground when you're moving around.
Wait, okay,
Like,
draw
I
the
could
bigger
see,
circle
like,
first.
I could see like all the hexes
then we can-
around a
if we do,
hex
like, a
being
tree.
like a big tree, but
The big circle would have been just fine. Because you guys are in the tree.
No, we're doing
We're
the
not
base of the tree.
in the same tree.
Yeah, it's the base of the trees.
We're in a tree.
Yeah, these two are in the like they're
Yeah,
not in
But we're not
Not
interacting with the
important
tree.
blood-covered tree. They are in a different tree.
Yeah.
So like
We don't care
can-
about the trees.
yeah, for
foliage.
that
They're
tree
just
we can
above
do
the
like
ground.
a circle and
just
then
draw,
another
like,
circle
big
around
circle
it
and
to show the branches they're in.
yeah, the
Would-
tree circle,
Listen, man,
and then we
I'm
can
not
put a
gonna-
smaller tree circle inside the tree
I see, I
circle.
see.
So this is the space that they have to
Okay.
work with as well as us. That is awful. Now we have smaller circle. See? All of the tree, where we all have to deal with.
Then we have
Okay,
the Virgil
so we
moss
have
tree
a-
right there.
His tree is there.
And then we can also place others strategically.
Yeah, we've got the fire.
Nora, do you want to be this one?
Where do you want the fire?
It feels cold. It's got like a big
I'm gonna put the fire say there. Well, actually, we don't want to get this. Where do we think those? Where do we come from?
This is a roughly
Probably
circular
back
clearing.
Here you
You
go.
came from my direction,
I have.
where I am.
Okay,
So-
so we don't want the fire machine. We want the to try something.
Putting this. That's the.
This thing seems to
Um, That's the fire.
And then we can use these ones since they're all the same for the dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'll have a sixth set aside in case a sixth dog shows up. Hopefully not. Wait, no, 5 is max dog capacity. So.
See,
You're all pretty and pink because you're gossip.
you gotta pay attention to the enemy's DC.
Dog
Dog
capacity.
Dog capacity.
Just slaps the top of the counter. You can fit so many dogs in this bad boy.
Yeah, on the one hand, it's like, it's nice we didn't run into any dogs coming
So
here,
Mary,
but
you're
on the
coming
other
up
hand,
there.
it's like, now we have to deal with so many fucking dogs.
No, because Virgil's in between the tree and.
Well, that's
Oh, that's Nora.
Nora.
Yeah, I'm the
Make that one Virgil.
ice-looking one.
Also, the dogs are gonna come
Well, I was
evenly
gonna
spaced around the
It'd
clearing.
be a little weird.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the dogs are gonna come at us from all angles. Though.
Virgil.
Nora, Nora, you probably won't be over there.
I'm not exactly going to be good at holding a
Not
line.
you, not you.
I'm.
Oh.
I mean, you can. You can be right about there.
Okay, you got dice for everyone?
Nora
they
has
have a bunch of
Nora
things.
is tampering down here, and she is like making just a stack
Where's
of snowballs
I-
for all
oh,
the good
do
that's
you wanna-
going to do us.
Or you can
What color do you want?
Very important. Okay.
Probably takes her quite a bit because working with 2 fingers on one hand is a challenge for
All
making a
6 of that.
snowball. Mostly using like the palm
I did
of
that
that hand.
strategically.
Stop
No,
moving,
we
no,
need-
these are the dogs.
I know, I'm making them 6s.
Well, we
Oh.
need them to be on 1 so that they.
Oh,
stop.
you're right.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Oh, actually, that's
Yeah,
smarter.
yeah.
Oh.
Having them numbered per se would be a good idea. Yeah.
This could be 5.
Uh,
We already have a 1.
Good
Leave
lord.
that one. That
Clockwise,
one's
2.
1. This one's 2.
3, I got this one 4.
And that one's 5.
Yes.
Yeah,
3.
clockwise.
There you go. 3, 4, and 5. Oop. Sorry for moving my here. Someone's there.
Also,
Pile of
equally
snowballs.
probably mine.
Probably not mine.
I mean, it was over on this side, and I was directly over the top of it, so
Fair.
it's more likely to be mine.
Okay,
Battle
so
time.
Yep.
to start this battle off, Virgil Moss rushes at the nearest dog. He begins with a post-pubescent shout that has a voice crack in the middle of it, but the shout doesn't stop when his voice lung capacity should have ended, and it starts to creep lower and lower and lower in register as it grows louder and louder and louder. Eventually, you can feel the ground itself shake under your feet, and for a moment, move Virgil next to the dog. All the dogs falter. That is enough time for him to bring the axe down. And with that first strike and that first spilling of blood, the more blood comes out of this dog than it seems like it should. And you notice you've never seen one of these dogs bleed.
Yeah.
An egregious amount of blood comes out of the severed, roughly torn open neck of this dog. It's not a clean affair, and not all the strikes land cleanly on the neck, but this thing is butchered. And with blood covering him, Virgil Moss turns to the next ones. But by this point, they've already started to circle closer.
Get sapped, dogs!
But as soon as the first one's dead, you guys feel a warm breeze blow through the clearing, and you notice that the previously bare shrubs in this area now have the red and brown leaves of fall on them. And the clouds began to part overhead, centered on the tree, with a still chilly but sunny light falls on this clearing. Immediately the snow starts to melt.
My snowballs.
No, it just means you can have ice balls.
Oh, those are
That's much better.
Yeah, you can kill someone with that.
Okay, who wants to do something next?
Probably not me.
Rebecca is in no hurry to act.
Yeah,
I'm going to throw a snowball at
ice ball.
throwing an ice ball at dog 2 over here, I suppose.
Not over the
I
fire.
have no idea what skill that
No, they're like
Finesse.
Finesse?
No, that's not how snowballs work.
Yes, it is.
No.
Have you never put a snowball inside of it?
No.
Give me a pumpkin and 2 things of snow. We can put it inside
No
of the thing, and
successes.
some fire, he'll shoot at everyone. Take them all.
I'm gonna say for comedic effect, it does hit the dog, and it shakes it off and barely notices it.
Not quite this.
It was just an explosion.
Well, that didn't work.
Oh, you didn't pack it very tightly. It's kind of...
You didn't invent the sport of bowling.
Okay, so through doing that and failing, which one were you?
This one here.
Who's the other one?
I'm me. That's me.
Okay, I'm gonna say... Who's the red one?
This is
This one.
Rebecca. This is a fire.
Okay, well, let's say the one... No, because of failing that snowball throw so aggressively, 2 rush forwards. One is briefly stalled by the fire, the other is right next to Rebecca. No, the 2 on my left side.
Oh, okay.
One's stalled by the fire, one's facing Rebecca. Rebecca's action.
I'm going to try to knock him into the fire.
Okay, roll force. With advantage.
Yeah. Critical success.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. So, no, actually, I'm not going to pull punches on this.
We're gonna have to deal with fire, black fire again.
Maybe, yes.
Stop knocking things into fire, Rebecca.
So the dog does catch a light, and the fire does turn black, but it seems to be burning away at the dog by the moment.
Oh, because
This one doesn't have immunity to fire, like
yeah. So
like
even
the-
though it made it
the
toxic,
headphone.
it's like
And it starts to try to stumble at the fire, but because the snow is melting extra fast on the fire itself, it's kind of stuck in a slushy. It does reduce the fire a bit. But not enough to really affect it too much at the moment, but it might later. Okay.
You have a bow, so I would say
next
use
up,
Yeah, me too.
let's have you facing the dog that's closest to you.
That's 2. Once it comes within my range,
It is
I'm
within
gonna
reach
attack.
now.
can I shoot it?
I would deal with
You
one.
might want to shoot.
Take care of either
Oh,
1
yeah.
or 5.
Oh, you want to
Or
maybe
4.
deal with the one behind.
All right.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Emma. Oh, thank you.
That's actually a really good roll, yeah. That's force. That's
That's yeah. If that's slay, then
fully
I
a
have
super
3.
success because you have sword.
4. Yes.
How do you want to do this? This is I'm full on D&D. How do you want to do this?
Just the dog just shakes off the snow because comes charging and just nope.
Thank you.
The dog's snouts multiply for a moment before,
Oh. Oh. I thought it was like right here, and my brain was like, "How are they multiplying?" And then, like, the snow is reflecting off of the blade,
No.
and then
and then a pink spray emerges from the clean cut left behind as you pull the sword free. It falls upon the snow, and you see it start to rot at a speed faster than makes sense. Most of these things have just vanished.
Just flicks off the blood.
You notice you are standing you notice like a few seconds later you're standing upon ground as the snow under you is completely faded, withdrawn. There's not as much snow melt in this area as would make sense for this amount of snow vanishing. Okay, now let's do the arrow.
Alright. I don't get an advantage because I have a weapon, do I?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bows are made for this shit.
with Hunter too?
Yeah, no.
Also
why do you think
firing from
hunters use bows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
A hunter with a bow firing on an animal from an
it's
elevated position.
It's moving.
I
Not
mean, I
slow.
also have survivalist. I don't know if that helps.
Oh, you...
I'm made to kill animals.
I'm just... Yeah, no, you still get 2 instances of advantage. I don't see any case where like I can. There's multiple reasons I can give you disadvantage, but it doesn't add up enough.
2 instances of advantage?
Yep.
That's 3 successes.
Just snipe the thing.
Bye. Leave me alone.
You hit it in the middle of its back, and its back legs immediately go limp, and it starts pulling itself with its front legs through the snow feebly towards you. I think that's because you're the closest person.
Arrow, one on your left.
Yeah.
But coming to the next turn, you would feel a warm breeze zip past you, and right over the dog would manifest Virgil Moss. Out
Really,
of the
Virgil?
cloud of smoke.
That's not
And-
the one we needed help with.
Yeah.
Virgil, we need help with 5, not 1.
Yeah. Virgil, I'm gonna go take care of the crippled dog that cannot move. That's the one that needs
if
to be
he's
taken
channeling
care of.
Grandfather Sap, targeting the vulnerable target makes sense for like the more primally aligned deity being channeled.
I thought you were just gonna really brag Grandfather Sap to that coward.
So
I mean that too.
he
Predators
disposes of
target
the
weak
thing.
Yeah.
It is very much gone. More blood is upon his skin than anything else being visible. And who wants to deal with the other dog?
I can shoot it again.
Actually, you know what? Because that was a quick thing, I would say Virgil Moss
You have something
turns,
strange. You could have
looks
like
over and
a dog
points,
or something.
and kind of just grasps around the point of the fire. Because the fire is pretty much turned into a steam machine at this point.
Oh yeah, that's this whole thing.
Yeah. With all the snow melting in it,
Choke
being in the
out
middle of
more.
it all, the dog, which was starting to crawl out of it, kind of freezes for a moment, and then you see it for a moment, it starts to revert in age into a sickly puppy.
No, that makes me feel bad, Virgil. Don't do that.
That kind of
Aren't you an animal
that
killer?
then just kind of that with an extra
kill
punch of his
puppies.
face begins to wither. It tries to stumble out, but burning it doesn't last much longer. Okay, so you only have that one more dog to deal with, and it's not the burning one.
Can I shoot it?
Snowball.
This is the next round, so sure. You can both roll at the same time.
A snowball and an arrow. One of these is probably going to do.
I mean, it's
more.
still a full success. 'Cause I get +2 to
No
this.
successes.
Oh no.
I'd say because there's a fire obstructing what's
Yeah.
going on, and the
I'm
other
up
dog.
here.
Yeah.
Snowball.
It's close to the
You're
fire.
also swapping positions, like you're changing shooting angle.
Yeah.
You only have one instance of advantage.
Partial
Nora
success.
throws a snowball and it just melts and mixes in with the steam cloud that Virgil is
No,
doing
it gets
stuff
lit
with.
on fire. And does fire damage to the enemy.
We're not working on Minecraft
That's how
snow
throwing
golem
fires
logic.
works, yes.
It is. Or lava.
Not when it's a snowball.
Did they patch that up?
Okay, so
Referencing
Minecraft.
the arrow hits the thing in the side, and it begins to
Pretty sure you can.
limp, and
Maybe.
but it
I know
doesn't
snow
seem
golems can do
to
it.
deter it from charging the nearest person,
I'm gonna throw a
which
dog
remains
treat
to
at
be
it.
Rebecca.
I'm gonna fucking suplex this motherfucker.
Actually, I'm gonna roll something before Rebecca does that.
Go for
How
trying
much
to-
room?
No, it
is
was
there?
low. It goes to its left around the fireplace, so you're the closest actually.
I'm gonna throw a dog treat at it.
You've already done an action.
Yeah,
Can I throw a
tried
dog
to
treat
throw-
at it?
I tried to throw a snowball. So.
You have something
So-
strange.
Either
you
you
still have the
attack
dog
it or
treats?
I attack
I'm
it.
going to, but I don't know if we get an opportunity.
Best I could do is try and
I
scramble
perpetually have a weird.
and scramble so my pile of snowballs is
We have
between it and
items,
me.
we won't burn in a second.
Well, I was
Yeah.
gonna say Emma just
And I
had
will
something
just have
strange.
something. We did have dog food before.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
throw some of their dog food at it.
Yeah.
Okay, you do so.
Do that.
Roll finesse for accuracy. So actually, like,
It run, around,
notices
it run around this way. Can you just drop it once you notice it heading this way?
Well, accurate timing.
oh,
Actually,
partial.
I mean, do you only have one finesse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's a partial.
All right, with how you establish these dogs to be, it gets temporarily distracted, giving someone else a chance to do something to it with
I
advantage.
will suplex its ass.
Okay, roll.
Runs away.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
fair.
yeah.
Roll navigate with
Navigate.
advantage.
Oh, thank
Advantage
God.
for
I think you told me to
navigate.
make a navigate check. I was thinking,
No.
you missed it, but I failed like 8 navigate checks. in a row.
That is actually a
Really?
full success
Why?
with the advantage.
Cass is
Nice.
so bad at
You're awake.
navigate.
Okay,
You're not Cass right now.
Doesn't matter.
It's spelled.
One.
The entire
Just like
lineage. That's why he's
Full,
never
full
gonna be
full
success.
blown, just like scrambles, accidentally
Nice.
kicks over the pile of snowballs she's built up, and
in suplexing it,
loops
it
around the
lands
tree.
upon the arrow shaft, still buried in its flesh, and that punctures something important. It goes still very fast, and you step away as you notice like all of the carcasses of dogs have started to rot really fast. The clearing you notice you're in at the moment, centered on the tree with about a 30-foot radius, is now been reverted to what the fall should look like this time of year.
Interesting. Right. Emma, do you need help getting down?
Yes.
The corpses are rotting, and there's some sparse fall greenery growing up over and through them.
Just like looks up,
I'm probably not that good.
looks like around at the vicinity of patch of mountain that we're on, and just like, thank you.
Thanks, Grandpa Sap.
Yeah, that was a pleasing trial for him, I think. Hard reading him. He's kind of stoic and
Like
standoffish.
that's the ground.
It was a good
Thanks,
hunt.
bud. You did great.
Yeah, I'd say.
Thank you, Grandpa Sap. I appreciate it.
You know what? I think. Oh, your axe. 1 second. Just. I'm already
I don't
covered it. I
mind.
might as well just kind of.
I also do not care.
I hear
I'm a
you.
hunter.
You seem like you're feeling much better.
Oh yeah, that really gets the blood pumping. I should really teach that stuff to like more people.
Yes.
You know,
You should teach it to Sophia.
she does actually know quite a bit of it.
She does?
It's different rituals. This one she technically knows it, but like, it's really unadvisable to do it. Like, it gets rituals like this leave a mark on you.
Mm.
It can kind of. I'm gonna have to do this again sometime.
Teach one to cast.
Oh, are you saying teach one to Cass? Rebecca? I don't think Virgil heard you.
She's
Yeah.
not talking to Virgil.
Yeah. Anyways, Sophia has some of the books on him. I have some. It's hard to write it down. It's more like weird histories, but yeah, they're around. Take some practice, but there's something you can just learn.
I don't know, maybe.
I'll be off then. I think I'll be like zooming away.
Okay.
I will go to the town. Recharge my whatever. And I'll go to the town, get a rescue party together. Cause okay. Oh, I did mention this vaguely, but there has been some like bullshit with time. I'm not so sure how that came in the domain of Mabel, because it really doesn't quite make sense. It's some bullshit with the whole trying to establish a domain. I think we're technically within the area that she's trying to make into a domain.
What kind of bullshit with time?
Oh, like 2 months have passed in the outside world.
I'm sorry, what?
You didn't lead with that.
Fidry's gonna be older than me?
Oh.
That's what you're worried about?
Yeah!
I'm younger than I could have been.
I'm
If we
insane.
walk out of this domain, will we have not eaten for 2 months and kill over
No,
dead?
no, it's not.
That's a good question.
That's
actually relevant.
Yeah.
No, that stuff doesn't tend to keep up. Contradictions are kind of maintained by the one who established them. So maybe we'll have to eat the price for that. Part of the reason she doesn't need to leave, I imagine. Anyways, I'm gonna be off. Get a rescue party because you guys, we need. Oh yeah, if you can't last out here, I gotcha.
Get the information for the tunnels.
Do we go
see if
to-
they can
Do we
find
stay
anything
here,
there.
go back to the cabin, or
Oh,
do
the
we...
cabin's a safe place. You go back there.
Okay.
Like here, we'll be blessed for a bit, but like there's some food still in the cabin. Like maybe another 2 days worth.
I mean,
And it's like also.
Well, this place is autumny. Is there any?
Is
food?
there...
yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
I was
while
about to
we're-
ask, are there any berries or...
Can try to forage for roots and berries. I don't know how much favor you guys have.
Try to do
Maybe the
hunting,
people who
maybe?
killed the most should go looking. Just
Also,
Random
I'm
tip.
gonna say, unless this killed them for good, there'll be another batch of dogs
Yeah.
in up to 45 minutes.
Well,
it
can we
might take
do
a bit
anything
longer
to slow
because
these
like,
ones down if
Well, 5
they're going to get up again?
Sap helps in putting this one down. That's like part of why I was like trying to make myself involved with it. Because like, well, of course, besides helping everyone, but
Thanks, Virgil.
no. Like the more I put down, like directly as a channel of Sap's power, the more it is him effectively putting it down with his own hand, and that leaves an imprint.
Okay.
I imagine if more to come, it's going to be in smaller quantities. Anyways, Tulu wants to gain any more wisdom from your elder.
Nope. You can go now, Virgil. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
Always
See you
the
around.
best.
I'll be right back. Stay alive, everyone.
Don't tell Fendry she's older than
My
me.
favorite priest.
Wouldn't dare.
Thank you.
Hasta luego.
Our only priest.
And with a snap, it turns into a cloud that has actually a slight golden light in it, and then boop, he's gone. He doesn't go straight up the mountain. It seems like an arbitrary direction, but seems roughly in the side direction towards the top of the mountain.
Can I go hunting before we get back? Or like,
This cleared out a
Freaking-
30-foot radius.
yeah, but
There
I
is-
was more thinking like the berry.
Yeah, there might be some berries. There's not going to be like. a brace
So
of elk.
yeah, let's have you
I
guys.
wasn't thinking
Let's
there'd
have
be an elk, but
the two survivalists roll attacks.
we have advantage.
This apparently
By survival,
opened
probably.
up well
for you.
as walking.
By survivalist.
Thankfully,
or
it's
hunter.
still mostly contained,
Probably
but
I'm going
fighter
to give
did-
advantage.
Okay. Crit.
Ooh.
there's still one.
One partial.
There it is.
Okay.
More of a hunter.
I guess
More of a
together
hunter.
amongst you. So you find a plant that surface-wise isn't too good. It's like a rather large patch of bushes, but you know if you just pull them up, the roots are kind of like parsnips. That's pretty nutritious. That'll last you guys for a bit. So you, I imagine, dig those up, not too hard.
We can wash
Yeah, once
those,
you've found
we
them.
can wash those off.
And you guys got, like,
and just chomp into
5
those.
pounds or so of these
Ooh,
things.
nice.
Oh, good.
That'll work
That's a
for
pound
little
a
bit.
piece.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we also
Yeah.
We have other people. Caleb.
slightly
They'll be
less than a
fine.
pound a piece.
It'll keep your diet subsidized, besides just eating ground grains.
Yeah.
And boiled ground grains.
Yeah, no animals around.
Like, more like mashed grains instead of probably ground. Anyways.
I mean, if there are
Maro's
any
going
animals on the
to
way
see if
back.
he can find any form of,
I don't think we
entrance
want to
into
eat
the underground.
these. If we run into animals, they'll
That's
be
I
more
think
in the
manifestation.
area
Someone
or-
someone help you with that?
Seem to
Yes.
be more ice constructs than actual flesh.
Person who can see through ice, please help me find an entrance to the underground if it's in the area.
I can. Alright, I can keep my sight open.
Okay, sure, double
and
advantage.
See if
Wait, no, right, that's a full success. But given it's
Oh, you're
it's success given the circumstances, yeah, sure, I'll just give you a hint guaranteed. But depending on how well you roll, I can give you more than that.
I have no idea what I'm rolling for, actually, so
Detect.
How's your detect?
yuck.
You got a one.
I did, that is a 1, so...
It's a crit overall, then, with 2
Yes.
advantage. Okay. Amongst all of that, I think you would notice the, near a pile of rocks, some of the snow melt is flowing through some cracks there, downwards. Like they're like there's a few streams due to snow melt in this area, and they're all kind of converging on that one point. They're just kind of disappearing under this rock.
Probably looks really weird if I can't see the ice or snow that's underneath the upper layer of water. So if there's probably looks like there's tiny streams in just midair.
Oh, that'd be adorable.
This isn't clearing, so there's no snow on the ground right now.
True. Okay, fair.
But the snow, I think the rock is on the edge of the clearing, so you stopped.
Just little bits just right floating above the...
Fascinating.
Marrow is going to try and leverage what he can to see where this goes, if it goes anywhere.
I think with some leverage, you have to roll for this. You have time. Actually, you guys are rolling for things to do things time efficiently because you're still on the dog timer.
Yeah.
To a degree.
How efficiently is a question.
This is force.
Not efficient.
No.
The question is if you're doing
It
this,
is.
is there a point where we can be like, we have to go?
What do you roll?
Probably, yeah.
No successes. I would not have gotten any successes anyway. That's the lowest I have is a 4.
Okay.
We can make a note of this location and return when
Yeah, I think at some
we
point.
are safer to do so.
Yep. And since we have a path here, we can... path 2 here. It will speed up how much time it takes to get back.
Alright. So I think... you guys can get back in an hour, and because the dogs are kind of subdued, I think the time offset due to Grandpa's absence adventure would mean that even with the extra time you guys are taking, you guys will get back safe.
Yep.
Pretty much guaranteed.
That makes sense.
The trek back is even a bit easier because the sleigh's empty. Or the sled's empty. Anyone can ride on that if they want to.
Hello,
That's you.
Let the old lady.
Her carry you.
Lady.
Yep. Let the slowest
Again,
walking...
Kalen's probably, if he came with us. He didn't come with us.
Okay,
I thought he came with all of us.
Upon getting back,
We left
unless
him.
Caleb noticed and closed it, it is noticeable that Nora left the window open upon
No, he noticed and closed it.
Okay.
The fire's been on. He probably put it down a bit and is laying in his old bed. But besides that, it's pretty warm. Now all you guys can do is
Nora melts
wait.
immediately.
Wait for the next bunch, and then...
No,
go
I'm
out.
not made of ice.
I think meanwhile I got to use the right music for this, but that's
I
I
was
think
trying to
good
build
ending point for
resonance
this.
whenever I can.
And we're getting close to the end of the
I
session.
doubt I'll be on this mountain forever, and if I do eventually move on, winter is not very common. I don't have many opportunities like this place to build resonance with cold.
Yep.
I
have a question, Ellie.
Yes.
Yudra's over at Yasha and Yana's house right now.
Okay.
Can Yudra try and sneak around and look for a map of caves on mountains?
There's not really...
Because they find the caves, right?
Sure. You could just ask them.
That's not the point.
I think
Yeah.
the problem is
We can establish that
Nidra
in a
would
moment,
have to
okay?
socially interact of
Yeah,
her
I'd have
own
to talk to
volition.
people.
Okay, you know what?
You were so chatty.
Okay, first, no,
we weren't.
roll skulk. Roll skulk.
Skulk. I forgot how good.
And you have something you shouldn't, so... Do you have something you shouldn't?
No,
No,
I have a
that's
knowing look and a random doodad.
You have a random... No, that's...
Yeah, Cass has something.
I am
she
a
shouldn't,
lurker,
I
though.
believe.
Okay, you get advantage because of lurker.
Lurker means I lurk.
Ah.
Yes. So much yes.
Yeah.
4 successes.
Oh,
I
So
skulk
what is-
around.
A 1, a 2, and a 4, and
Can
a
I get
plus.
Can I get some water? Oh yeah, it's just over in the kitchen. You know, we use the tap water. No, we use the filter water. It's in the fridge. Just use the Greta.
Can I get some water? Yeah, it's right next to our collection of caves about
We happen to keep our water next to the maps.
No, the maps are only pinned up on the cave with sorry, pinned up on the. I forgot the word.
Our maps are
Fridge.
strangely water resistant, and we use them as our Brita filter, so we wouldn't notice if they went missing.
We make our maps
Yeah, they're pinned up on the fridge with magnets.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
Of course, some version of this actually happened. I just.
Getting water.
Gets an excuse to break line of sight and then sneaks into the ether or something.
I mean, you still come back and continue helping them.
Yeah,
I
I do.
imagine.
I fully do. They went missing. I can blame it on Cass later. I'm not good at deception, but I can try.
Now that that's established,
They'll assume
I
it's
think.
Cass.
Cass, I fully will.
Yeah.
And I was being nice to them all afternoon.
You're not being wingman. You're being sabotaged.
It's okay. That was my plan the whole time. My plan was actually Yidra unintentionally sabotages Cass.
Okay, I think that's those scenes. That's all dealt with. Most things are wrapped up. I think there's one more scene, Matthew, that we need to deal with.
Oh dear.
Yep.
That's breaking into somebody's house again.
Exactly. Do you want to have someone else involved?
I mean, Virgil makes it back to his hut.
Yeah.
You always have secrets.
I don't think.
Not a secret.
Yeah, it'll be revealed at the end.
Okay. Sounds good. I mean, I don't need to know. Just. Well, I mean, it actually would matter later on, but, you know.
Another question. Has Shepherdson
Hold on, let me get.
finished digging by the house?
No, it's pretty.
Still there.
He's still there. He hasn't stopped.
Yeah, Vera.
not happy about
I got you a snack.
It's like dark out. It's like last night because we went through a day, right?
Yeah.
Because, over the side.
Yep.
I think the times back in parallel was just like there was a jump during the whole
I
time.
don't like most
So he hasn't stopped
missionaries
digging
are doing
since.
bringing here, but you're actually really cool.
Like he hasn't he, like over the night he hasn't stopped to eat, sleep, anything. He just kept on digging.
Are we allowed to sleep in our house?
You can try, just ding.
Yeah, I live there and I'm going.
At one point he like traded out the shovel, like went to the blacksmith, like probably interrupted your thing to like get a proper like pickaxe or like pickaxe from either the cave people or the mine
People. The fucking.
Yachten.
Why?
What the fuck are you? No, it's not Yachten. It's the wizard.
What?
What? No, the people that go into the caves? That's Yashna and Yachten's father,
I
Yachten.
know.
Yeah, they do the
The
mining.
man who's digging
Oh,
is
yeah.
the weirdo.
Well, the blacksmith is
Yeah, I know
also
he's the
the
weirdo.
person
The
who has the
blacksmith's
crazy
super
But anyways,
boss and
he-
walks around yelling.
Hold up, sorry. I missed like a good chunk of the session.
Oh, some
Oh,
random
oh,
new
yeah.
stranger walked into
The
town.
guy that came in, you remember him?
Okay, he's the one that's digging?
He's
Yes.
digging right next
There.
to
He detected
Fendry
iron.
Myers.
He claims, whether that's true or not, don't know. He detected iron right by.
He's been digging in a mechanical fashion.
And
He
he
now has like a perfectly square miniature
Yeah.
quarry going.
has been digging into the frozen dirt with a shovel that Findry gave him.
The shovel's broken now.
Yeah, I think if he was
And then-
like, I'm gonna go get a new shovel, Fendry would be like, our blacksmith's sick.
I said
Go to the
he-
cave people.
And
he
yeah,
thought
he has a
of
pickaxe now.
The people he met in the town. As
Which is starting to dull.
Which is something Findry detected.
You notice, like, if anyone looks closely, the tip of the pickaxe is like a bit red from heat.
Yeah, Vera
And he
has
recognized
been
him
watching.
with more strength than someone
was
of his
just,
like
like,
stature. seems like they
brainstorming.
Where is
What
he
kind of
digging?
contract is
Right
this?
next to
Is
Findry's
house.
Is this
Okay.
which we rolled for.
Precision?
5 feet away.
Yeah, 5 feet away. Brett, I'm going
precision
to
or
stay in the Elder's
repetition?
Hall.
Patterns
fair.
might be a thing with all the tattoos. Maybe pattern.
We sleep in the room that he paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently this is what he's paying for because he's being kind of rude.
Yeah, Fendry will just take the.
To be fair, he
Yidra-
asked Findry permission.
Yeah, did ask Fendry and was like,
Okay.
can I
So
Fendry was like,
meanwhile,
take Aya and
yeah, I think
Yidra.
3 people are on top of the mountain. Virgil gets there first. Next, a bird shows up,
A bird shows up. Gotta be.
and then Hey, I'm still. He splashes some water on his face, gets some new clothes. They're a bit big for him.
Who is this? This is
Virgil.
Virgil. Okay.
He's still small.
Still looks like
but he's like
early
A
teenager.
lad.
he has like a stove on, like doing something. Wipes off a mirror, checks himself out. Like his shirt, he pulls down, like looks at his abs a bit, like. Yeah, it was there. Oh.
When he opens the door, a slight gust of sand blown in on the wind will flow out. Standing in front of him is Old Man Henderson, but like he's never seen her before.
Oh my god.
He's standing perfectly upright. His cane is in his hand, but it is not supporting him. In his other hand, he holds a book that looks like it could hold the entire history of everyone who's ever lived in this town. His eyes are focused directly on Virgil, something you've never seen before. Not that any of you were there. But
For the picture.
Virgil.
Oh, Henderson! I almost didn't recognize you. You're looking good. You get any new medicine? I'm sorry. I don't like. You need help with anything? I got a whole mission to fill out. Like, there's some people who are in trouble. Like, your daughter actually.
You can dispense with the niceties. We both know that's not who I am.
I thought if I just left you alone. Jesus, you're.
The timetable has escalated.
Been here how many years? And now of all times, there's people who are gonna freeze to death or get eaten by dogs or something.
Rebecca knows the way.
Oh, of course she does.
I built my daughter well.
You know, there's a. I think Mabel knows your name. You know, the whole time dilation thing. You were there, weren't you? Right?
Of course. Watching.
Okay.
I see most everything she does.
I've done my lot. So, timetable, escalating, business. You know I'm mostly restored, right? I'm at the height of my power. You're coming here.
I do know.
I assume you want to talk? You come on menacing, but finally you want to tell me anything.
Virgil Moss, I know a good deal about you. And then he will begin to read from the book. As he reads, with each moment, he does a flourish and more sand pulls out of the book. Hold on. I know you were born 540 AC to Joseph and Clara Moss. I know you trained under Amos Ves Gretton at 563 AC.
Yeah, they were.
I know you became head priest of steam at 592 AC. I know you revised the Hetchberg Code Archive in the priestess's absence.
Hey, how did you?
601 AC. I know you felled off a monstrous timberwolf pack in 623 AC. And I know you were committed to Page by the compiler on 658 AC, today's date. And at that, he will strike Virgil with his staff.
That's the important thing.
Then Hassan Thahan will bend down and pick up a book off of the ground. A simple book with gold lettering, Virgil Moss, and then walk out into the snow.
Wait. You just turned into a fucking book? Wait, what? Are you supposed to...
He will
We knew.
reach into his book
We did know Henderson.
and vanish for a moment until snapping back, looking disheveled.
Fucking Virgil Moss into a book.
I suppose
We're never
I should
getting
have
rescued.
known
No, we're gonna have to rescue
you
ourselves.
would be watching. Very well. It's your move. I took your piece off the table.
Who is this?
And
This is Henderson?
Hassan the Han will walk off into the snow.
Who are you talking to, Ray?
A bird.
A bird?
Yep.
A bird.
Sitting.
I mean, I can't see this. I don't know why I'm asking questions.
A bird walks into a bar.
A bird walks into a bar and their high priest gets turned into a bug.
A little birdie. I think this would be. You know, it's not a local bird to this area. It's akin to an Australian magpie.
Would Findry recognize this bird?
Much more importantly. Would this bird be native?
No.
No, it did.
Not to here.
Just...
Not to here.
Oh.
To the library.
Everything's native to the library.
Actually, no, it wouldn't be.
Then he will take no notice of the bird. However, I would like to pose this question as he.
I know, as he leaves, I think because I established that it is akin to it. Australian magpies can repeat sounds to a certain degree.
Mm-hmm.
So I think as you leave, it would repeat, move, move, move.
After Henderson has returned home, he will consult the book, and I would like to ask you a question in full view of everyone. Does Virgil Moss know the identity of the person who created Cassia?
Oh my god. Why are all of your characters robots?
Or, for back of for
every day.
a more correct term, who is Cass's father?
You see, Virgil, to a certain degree, isn't very good with the future. No, that's not the case.
Ellie said absolutely not.
No.
Said no and shut up, actually.
Virgil's not powerful enough to fuck with something like this.
Okay.
He's not powerful enough to have sex with him.
I mean,
He lacks the power. So he intentionally, for a period of time, manipulated time itself. In a way that
somebody who doesn't exist.
No, they exist.
When you
out of character.
Okay, time is kind of elastic. When you try to go like far enough back, it kind of has an equal and opposite effect on the future.
Mm-hmm.
Like a bit in the past is a bit in the future. Like there is this kind of string of fate that things try to keep to.
Yeah,
but things that manipulate time, the further back, it's like 5 minutes in the past generally affects 5 minutes in the future.
Yeah.
And then it goes, and then things get closer to the original timeline. Bigger, it's hard to, with just base powers to, unless you're like, have a whole domain, you can do something in your domain, if you're like a god, but besides that, not much. Virgil Moss was a kid in this moment. And to a certain degree, tried, as he knew what was happening, when he realized affecting you directly wouldn't work. If anyone was paying attention closely, you would see the word steam rise from his hand, written in white letters. You would look at that quizzically as it curls around and fades away uselessly.
Broke his contract to keep himself from remembering things from the future.
He attempted to send back in the past some hint of what happened to him. so that it could affect the present or future, and that sent certain ripples through time that some people might be able to pick up on.
No.
Well,
I guess it was more of a desperate effort to get someone's attention. It was a big act that doesn't have very much effects, but it's likely that someone would notice and investigate.
Since we're doing time travel shenanigans, I'm gonna message Ellie.
You guys are so smart. I can't think of anything ever. My characters are so one-dimensional.
hey, I really pulled out one thing, and a lot of this is just ad libs based off of that.
You've always
so,
got secrets.
End of season 1!
Woo!
We did it, kids. I only killed
everyone's-
one plot central NPC right before he was about to save everyone. It's fine. Henderson knows
No, I like it.
everything.
We all hated Virgil anyway.
Make sure I'm messaging
Where's
the right
the
person.
weather sheet at?
And I mean, we do have a plan for rescuing ourselves.
Where'd the weather get to? The weather
So
sheet?
it's just
I have it. You're never getting it back.
Okay, that's fine.
the fact that he got deleted is.
He got committed to Pidge.
I think-
Committed to page by the compiler on today's date.
Yep. To be clear, AC is not a year that any of you have ever fucking even thought about. That's some.
After Christ?
No, that would be AD on his own. It's in Latin.
So that's no, it's after compiler. Probably.
And it's compiler.
No, that's
Yeah, exactly.
from the back. I
Yes.
do not have a date.
Well, more
I
accurately,
think
it's
if
the year of
Mero
the
ever
compiler.
finds out what it was that you did, he's just gonna be very annoyed with Henderson.
Annoyed.
Annoyed.
I mean, like, we already had a way.
I knew Emma
to
was
deal
right
with-
to be into Henderson.
Uh,
Super powerful. Might kill her. It's alright.
So I won't get into this. The reason exactly why. But
Mars is gonna hate you for not saying it in front of them.
oh no. There were two people Rebecca genuinely cares about getting to safety. Nora, herself by extension, and Emma.
Interesting.
Interesting choice, but okay.
For this a very simple reason. That you just mentioned. Where the fuck did this table come from? Over there?
They were actually just kind of like weirdly here.
Okay, that's fine.
I think this
we're
room
not
was kind
fixing
of
it.
destroyed when I came in.
Fine, we don't have to fix it. It's not. School
Last
isn't
time,
happening.
yeah. I am gonna throw this in the trash.
But I think really it's only going to be annoyed and not just flat out angry because of the fact that we already had a plan.
He's not
to
just
deal
gonna
with
leave
shit.
behind drawing. He needs his daughter.
I think it's really funny that like originally Emma's concept was just like, oh, she says nonsense, but she's like more lucid than she gets credit for. But then it was like, no, that's Hendersonson. And Hendersonson has shit going on.
Anyway,
And Emma's like, hello.
since I hadn't actually paused the recording, want to say goodbye to Obs?
Bye,
Bye,
Obs.
Obs.
You
We'll
carry our
see
secrets
you.
within you.
Bye-bye!